It's time to hack
Hey, what's up, and welcome to Movie Dumpster Season 5, Episode 9. Today we're talking about Theodore Rex from 1995, directed by John Butel. I'm Joe Lascola.
I'm Sean O'Rourke.
And I'm Clayton Viridi.
Welcome to the Dumpster. So here we are, fellas. Do you like what we've done with the place?
It's an improvement.
Yeah, we've taken over. We kicked those other guys out.
Yeah.
Tony and that whole crew, they're gone.
Good decision.
Yeah, Joanna kicked her to the curb.
That was
Crystal, bye-bye.
This is totally not a bit for the convenience of our guest.
No.
Absolutely not. No.
This is now Movie Dumpster Video. See, we even got the Munchie poster up and everything.
That's a little concerning. Is the ghost in there still?
No, we put him to rest. We put him back in his box.
Deep lore, folks.
Yes.
Check out the video.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, welcome to the show, Clayton.
Welcome to the show, Clayton.
Baptized in fire like all of our guests.
Oh, yeah. Out of the frying pan and into the fire, as they say. There you go.
Okay.
So, yeah, Clayton, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
I love Jurassic Park.
Hell yeah.
I just do videos on it. I also rented Theodore Rex when it came out.
Okay.
And this was only the second time I've ever seen it in my life. But I just like dinosaurs. I talk about them on YouTube. I have another channel called Dragon Curve where I talk about pretty much everything in this room. A lot of similar interests. We've both done Guyver videos
Yes,
now.
we have. I'm very excited to see yours.
Yeah, well, I think my Guyver 2 video will be even more interesting because that one I actually enjoyed. No, I mean, I had fun with the Guyver, but like, I think the second one's a better movie.
Sure.
But yeah, this is fun. I just like dinosaurs. Theodore Rex is, or T-Rex, as we will
Teddy Rex.
Teddy
Rexpin.
And is it Rexpin?
No.
Oh my God,
like
imagine.
the toy. Oh, by the way, I do like that you guys have Dinosaur City up here.
Oh,
too,
okay. So here's the thing, a little inside baseball here. I think that's why we took over Hack the Movies video.
Oh.
Because we were supposed to, we didn't know what we were going to do with you.
Oh, really?
Right?
Okay.
We were like, well, I mean, we could do Theodore Rex. We could do Adventures in Dinosaur City.
Jurassic Park 3 is on the same quality.
Yeah. So we were getting this all set, and I'm like, I don't know which one to do. And then we were told that we were doing Theodore Rex.
Oh, yeah. Now, yes, this is all news to me, too, by the way. I thought it was always part of the plan.
No,
but,
it is part of the plan. I'm just
it is now.
jumps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Damn you, Tony!
See what you did, you little jerk. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but Theodore Rex, man. So you mentioned that you rented this as a kid.
I saw it once. I rented it.
Okay.
Because you got to remember back then, there was dinosaur stuff everywhere, like Carnosaur 2,
Yeah, big
Theodore
time.
Rex. I didn't see that until a little bit later, but there was what's the other one that's similar to, there was a TV show called Extreme Dinosaurs. There was a show called Dinosaurs.
Yep, that was the Jim Henson one.
Yeah, which
Not the mama,
Yes,
yeah,
not the
I
mama.
feel like this is the most similar in terms of DNA.
Oh, big time.
Yeah,
or even like the Land of the Lost, the Nickelodeon remake
Yeah.
that the Kyotos did.
which was really cool.
which we'll talk about
Okay,
a little bit later.
but yeah, I watched it once.
So I used to rent this all the time.
Really?
When it came
Okay.
out. Now, again, this is in the pocket, right? So Adventures in Dinosaur City is like 91, I think. Jurassic Park's 92
93
or 93.
But 93. Yeah,
And then Carnosaur is 93.
yeah.
And then Theodore Rex is 95. So we get all these kind of weird alignments with dinosaurs.
Very short period of
Yeah.
time. And there was also books like Robert Backer, the paleontologist, wrote like a Velociraptor book like around then.
Well, he says the dinosaurs died by a bunch of space diamond dust. Is that
That
the
is
one?
a great reference to Jurassic Park. But yeah, like, and also Lost World, like the whole 90s for the most part, especially the early half, was really just dinosaurs all over the place.
I had a lot of the toys. I know that
Yeah.
much.
Oh, I had a lot of Jurassic Park stuff.
I think I had almost all of the Lost World toy line. The first one was fun. We actually just talked about this, but Alan Grant's like rocket launcher and stuff that he
yeah.
Oh my God.
Ian Malcolm had like a I still have it. It's like a glider pack that he had on his back.
There's a lot of fun stuff like that.
They give Dennis Nedry They give him like a giant machine gun to fight off.
He's
that
actually
thing.
like
He's like Jack.
He's like Jack.
What killed him? It was like a Dilophosaurus or something like
Yeah.
that.
Dilophosaurus, yeah.
Yeah, it's super fun though. I miss that. Jurassic World kind of brought that back, but no one's trying to make any other dinosaur movies, so it's
no.
just Jurassic World.
No, but to your point again, like it was so big. It was like I think you mentioned on the Jurassic Park episode you did with that other guy who no longer owns his video store,
Right.
That on the Jurassic Park episode that was kind of like what got you into dinosaurs was like
Oh
Jurassic
yeah,
Park and
yeah,
stuff?
yeah. Absolutely. I mean, like Jurassic, like that logo was everywhere.
Oh, big time.
And so there's all this other dinosaur stuff coming out. And it's funny because Kieran even mentioned that his Irish father like walked, I got you that dinosaur movie. And it's Planet of the Dinosaurs or something.
Yeah.
But I thought that
yeah.
was everybody that grew up like in that time period like knew about dinosaurs. But yeah, Jurassic Park, the movie, I think that's what got me into it. I'm sure it got
Big time.
a lot
Well,
of people.
Jurassic Park. I was even thinking like Transformers. Beast Wars was out
Beast
around
Wars
then.
was I know that there's like competition over whether or not it was supposed to be a sequel. Some people hate Beast Wars.
I think
love
it's good.
it. I thought Beast Wars was cool.
Yeah.
It's fine.
They got the Velociraptor from Jurassic Park.
Oh,
as
yeah.
I mean,
Dinobot.
fucking Megatron was a
He
goddamn
was a
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
That was cool.
Yeah.
What was Optimus Prime was a gorilla, right?
Yeah.
Optimus Primal.
Yeah. And now they're gonna have the movie version that'll probably suck ass.
Is Michael Bay connected to that? Or is it-
He
is it
can't stop
producing?
making them. I think he said recently in like a People magazine or something that he's like addicted to making these movies and he like regrets it.
Well, maybe he
the
should get
cash
help.
kept flowing,
Yeah,
you
it
know.
sure did.
So I saw JP in theaters as a kid.
Okay.
And The Lost World. I've seen them all in theaters.
Not to cut you off, but I saw JP originally on a bootleg that camcorder in my
geez.
aunt's living room.
Where'd you get that from? The flea market on Route 70?
That's maybe where my aunt or uncle got it. Yeah, baby. But continue.
Well, I was big into dinosaurs and rubber monster movies and animatronic. Dinosaurs
yeah.
was a big part of my life. The Jim Henson movie we
loved
just
the
talked
show,
about.
yeah.
So like this is right in the pocket. Plus we got Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
So I think that's what kind of launched this anthropomorphic. What other anthropomorphic reptiles can we do for kids? Right.
Sure.
Get Adventures in Dinosaur City because that's the next year that comes out.
Right.
Off the heels of
Secret of the Ooze or the first Ninja Turtles.
the first
movie.
Ninja Turtles, yeah.
Then Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
yeah.
kinda-
Well, that too.
There might even be a connection in this film to Power Rangers now that you mention it.
So like Theodore Rex comes out in 95. So we're already like at the ass end of that.
yeah, the initial push.
Yeah. So it's a very weird movie.
Mm-hmm.
But this is directed by John Buell. I think that's our Beitul, however you say that.
I don't know.
and written by.
And written by. Now he's done
Has he done anything else, Joe? Because I was really scratching the bottom of the barrel to find anything.
yeah, man, he wrote The Last Starfighter.
Oh, okay. That was the one.
Tony did
trivia
tell
I
me
did
that.
right there.
Yeah. And he wrote and directed My Science Project. Have you guys seen that movie?
Is that the 85 one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where
T-Rex.
the T-Rex at the end. So, and he also directed an episode of Freddy's Nightmares. But that's it. So it's funny when he's like, because he's gone on record saying that this movie ended his career. And it's like, that was a choice he made, apparently, but I was like, I think people just didn't pick you up, man.
Yeah, I was talking to Tony. So Tony tried to get Ryan to buy the rights to Carnosaur like a while ago.
I was going to do the effects.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
I asked Tony constantly while watching this video. I was like, dude, tell him to call up whoever owns Theodore Rex. we could only go up. Let's do the sequel. Theodore Rex returns.
Let's bring it back.
Yeah.
We need a close-up shot in there somewhere that we steal from Taming the T-Rex of him on the phone. Remember that?
He teams up. Yeah.
Oh, maybe with
Mi-
Michael.
the Michael-
Michael's brain.
Michael Rex, Teddy Rex,
Oh
we're
my
all getting
God.
in. Rex from Dinosaur City. Let's just
Rex from Dinosaurs, John Goodman, the cartoon one. He
We're
shows
back.
up.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
we're back. Yeah.
And then, of course, Earl Sinclair. They all get together. It's like Into the Spider-Verse, right? That's
my
all the
God.
anthropomorphic dinosaurs.
It's like all the B list of dinosaur content from the 90s.
Sign me up for that
picture
movie.
that little baby on Earl's back with like a spoon or something, riding him like a fucking like a horse, like knock them mama.
They're in this-
on your left.
They're in the spaceship and we're back. With the
Oh my
little-
God.
Yeah, with Dr. Screw Eyes there. He's one of the bad guys.
That was a cool villain.
He was. When he
Yes.
turned into the crows and stuff.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the MDU, I feel like he came up in the past. Like somebody tell me in the comments.
I think
forget.
John Hurt fed some of that brain cereal to this thing.
Well, we'll tell you about what the hell the MDU is in a little bit, Clayton.
Yeah,
we'll hold
okay.
on to that
We'll
note.
Fill
break
me
that-
in.
before we get into the movie, we'll talk about that. Real quick, Was this the first time you saw this?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Obviously, well, I don't know why I'm saying obviously, but for people that are fans of movies, even if you haven't seen it, you're probably aware of it, and that's kind of where I had been for years.
Okay.
We talked about it on the show a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we're doing it with you, specifically.
But yeah, my first experience, I mean, I knew going into this that Whoopi Goldberg has talking about how much she hated doing this, in retrospect, and I'm sure we'll get into a little bit of that in the episode itself. But beyond that, I just knew it was a movie that a lot of people say really stinks, and it's got a dinosaur dude.
This was, for the time, the most expensive movie that went direct to video.
Yeah, they told me that.
It was supposed to get theatrical release. And instead of having theatrical release, they tried to promote it in like 5 different states, and it just didn't take. So they were like, "Fuck it, we're just gonna dump it to video." After sitting on a shelf for 2 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about that part.
So
wow.
this I think this is printed as 96, but the video official release is like 97, but it comes out in 95.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had some mental gymnastics, but okay, yeah.
You know what, though? When we were watching it, that was even the very beginning of the movie, the first thing I asked Tony was like, was this made for theaters? Because it looked a little higher brow than I thought it would.
It's definitely expensive.
Yeah, he told me 33 million, and Jurassic Park was 65. So,
oh my god!
So this
$65 million
how much
in the
of that
making.
went up their nose?
I know, right? I'm thinking, where did the budget go?
Originally,
maybe on the puppets. I guess.
Well, a lot of the people that were working on the movie thought that it was going to be a CGI dinosaur, just like Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Clearly, that's not the case.
No.
They do have a little bit of CG in the movie, though, with the butterfly stuff and like that.
It looks real bad. That rocket.
Yeah, the rocket was another one. I like aspects of this movie for the practical effects, because it's this is a weird one. It's like in between the 80s and 90s, or it's like Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
So you've got this guy that's clearly in like a dinosaur suit, but it's kind of like a comedy. So we can't take it that seriously. It's unfortunate that with that giant sized budget, they couldn't at least CG the lips or something.
A little bit, or blinks or something.
It's a fun effect.
They do it with the tail a couple times that we'll talk about, but even then, yeah, you're right. You would expect a little bit more.
It's a really expensive movie.
It's really expensive, yeah, for sure. So it was originally going to get released theatrically for Christmas.
Woo!
Could you imagine going to see this
Kind
in
of.
Christmas '95?
Actually, no.
Oh man, that would be. I don't know about that.
Merry Christmas to you, right?
From Santa herself.
So
Yes, Whoopi Goldberg is Santa Claus
Yes.
in the movie Dumpster universe, by the way.
Call me Claus.
Yes, Call Me Claus. We covered it a couple of years back with your
my
wife,
wife,
Julie Lockwood, who recently appeared on the Batman Forever episode. There you go, video watchers. You get a little visual with that.
A little something for you.
But where was that? Where the hell was I going with that? So Clayton, the
Okay.
movie Dumpster universe. Unless you want to finish that thought first, Joe.
Well, yeah. Let's get through the trivias, if you
Yes,
will, and then we
okay.
can explain the movie Dumpster Universe. So Whoopi Goldberg originally does this for like a handshake and a verbal agreement.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
2 years later, she immediately regrets it because they go into production and she doesn't want to do it. So she goes to back out and she gets sued by the producers for $20 million.
Oh.
They end up getting her back on the project for an additional $2 million. So now she's in the movie for $7 million. She's doing this.
So she
film.
better do it.
Yeah, right. And not only that, they were supposed to release this theatrically in parallel to her hosting the Academy Awards.
Oh, okay.
It was going to be the
Okay.
dinosaur tail slap that was heard across the world.
right.
Right? Could you imagine if
No.
Whoopi Goldberg came out to the Academy Awards and was like, oh, and check out my new movie, Theodore Rex.
Wow.
She comes out there to present an award with the guy in the suit. Or
You know that motherfucker was coming out in the suit if she was doing it? Yeah.
That's insane. So I guess they tried to sue her for $20 million because they're like, damn, we better have a higher budget.
Well, it was that thing
yeah,
was like
at that
that's their
point.
star power was Whoopi Goldberg
well, okay, I
for
had
a movie about an anthropomorphic dinosaur detective.
I had a question about that with Tony. I was like, so let's say they just didn't, Whoopi didn't want to do it.
Sure.
Do you really need Whoopi in the role specifically? I know that on a production level, they're just like, we got to get star power, but
Yeah.
dude, David Duchovny or like someone else with Gillian Anderson.
There was a party where somebody was she had too many martinis or something, and
she agreed.
And he was like, "Look, you ever see my movie? My science project." Well, it's a dinosaur movie. You want to be in it? You're going to be a robot cop. And she's like,
yeah, we got to talk about that later on too, because that's very interesting.
But to your point, Clayton, like I agree, like not to put the cart before the horse here, but it's like, yeah, she doesn't really even, it being Whoopi doesn't add anything really. It's just like, okay, it's Whoopi Goldberg. She's fine.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Is like, we just have to have Whoopi Goldberg. It's like, well, what? Like, you just needed the star power, right? Like,
I guess so. I mean, what is she doing in 95 or 94?
Well, when did they do the first of those Star Trek Next Generation movies?
That had to have been in the pocket, right?
Right. Like
it was like the early 90s.
Something like, yeah. Well, so like
and she'd done Sister Act at this point. So.
I think Sister Act 2 is out the same year.
I mean, granted, I do remember the commercials for this, and it's all like Whoopi Goldberg and a T-Rex. And I'm like, oh, okay.
From the team that brought you, Call Me Claus.
Yeah. Oh my God. This is like the kind of movie that you would expect, like when we talked about Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4 with our good friend Tony from Hack the Movies.
I've still yet to see that one, by the way.
Excuse me, Hack the Movies doesn't exist anymore. This is movie dumpster video.
Strike that. Anyway, that guy. What's his name? Baloney?
Tony Baloney.
Toby? I don't know. Anyway, in that movie, we talked about how Matthew McConaughey's basically representatives, and the same for Renee Zellweger, were like, hey, no, we're going to try to shut this down, basically.
Sure, but the problem here is she's already done Ghost. She's like a well-known actress.
Yeah.
Whereas McConaughey was a nobody and then got bigger roles, and then they were like, yeah, let's just rub that off, that TCM.
Yeah, she's already huge at this point. I'm surprised she even did this. I guess she really needed a paycheck.
I guess so. So before we get into this, let's do two things. Introduce Clayton to the movie dumpster universe.
Oh, sure.
And then
and
then we're gonna just do a brief synopsis, and then we're gonna get into this prehistoric monstrosity.
This may also be an introduction to some of you viewers / listeners that are sitting at home sometimes saying, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
The MD what?
Yeah.
So when we started this show at some point during the first or second season, we came up with this concept of the movie dumpster universe, kind of riffing off of the
MCU.
Exactly.
Yeah. I follow. Yeah.
And basically, it all started the Big Bang. Dr. Joe Buchanan.
One Joe Buchanan, yeah.
AKA John Hurt. He grabbed that Buchanan from Frankenstein Unbound and he fired it off, and then the MDU was born, gentlemen.
Okay.
And ever since then, every movie pretty much on this show, well, I shouldn't say pretty much, every movie on this show is connected in some way, shape, or form.
This one is coming fast and hard because this is definitely one of the splintered realities, like the alternate Jurassic Park reality, and some other kind of weird shit that we got cooking in here.
Yeah, and just to keep it brief, because we got a movie to talk about still, but we also have, then characters from movies that, obviously it's the same actor or character throughout every film, obviously.
Clearly.
Yeah.
We have some of our own characters, let's call them Granny Van Dam, obviously from Bleeders, the horny grandma in the wheelchair.
Granny Van Dam.
With a shotgun. She doesn't show up in this film, but she may get a mention later. We'll see.
The main one you need to know about is Joe Buchanan.
Yeah, Joe Buchanan, John Hurt, and then as I mentioned briefly earlier, Whoopi Goldberg, she became Santa Claus in a movie we covered. Mm-hmm. So maybe we'll get there by the end of this discussion of where that fits in the timeline between this movie and that movie. But it's got to be the same Whoopi, right?
Well, I think she died. I'm going to pass this up for you right now. Let's get it out of the way.
Get it out of the way.
The Santa Claus that Tim Allen killed on that roof was Whoopi Goldberg.
Okay.
No, not again, Tim Allen, you snitch.
So he becomes the new Santa Claus.
Okay.
Whoopi Goldberg dies and then is frozen, rebuilt as a cyborg, and is teamed up with a anthropomorphic dinosaur in the future, or one of the futures. So she has like this Demolition Man thing going on for her.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that this is one of the splintered realities where, like, the end of Super Mario Brothers, Koopa won.
Oh, we'll get to fucking. This is
Because
Koopa City too.
there's some Cybo Man shit going on here.
Oh, so Minelli is in this?
Yeah.
Or not Minelli. Scapelli.
Scapelli's in this. Yeah.
The rivals.
Yeah. I mean, there's dinosaurs
Scapelli.
exist.
This poor
Clayton.
guy's brain is melting.
I'm trying to piece it together.
There's some Super Mario Brothers shit going on here.
We got
there's-
Jurassic Park, Super Mario Brothers, a
Lawnmower
gnome named
Man.
Norm, Howard the Duck. It's all coming together, folks. This is the epicenter of this.
Yeah, and we try not to go super hard on it when we have a guest, but there's a lot going on this episode that has to be addressed.
Sure,
Clayton, so
yeah.
we'll try not to burn your brain.
But like, this is the Infinity War.
Oh,
right?
Theodore Rex.
Of these characters, right?
All right.
So without further ado, we usually do this. Our guest give us a very brief synopsis of this
Oh
film.
my God.
Just
plot crunch,
off
if
the
you
cuff,
will.
yeah.
So my understanding of
This is a very confusing movie.
of Theodore Rex is that a scientist has brought back dinosaurs that can talk just like people. And
He wanted to give him something he could feel and touch.
yeah. And I guess he did. And the dinosaurs are all telekinetically connected.
Mm-hmm.
And this dinosaur that we follow is a cop. And the scientist wants to clone animals to put on an ark, 2 of each kind. And there's a murder involved. And we have dollar store top dollar from The Crow.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I don't really. There's some stuff in this movie that I don't know what's going on. The man in the bag. Like,
We'll get to the man in the
dude,
back.
Oh,
when
that's a
that
weird
came
part.
up, when she asked him, who are you? And he says, I'm the man in the bag. I just I lost that.
I'm the man in the
I was like, oh my God, they don't even care.
No,
They're like,
No, especially at that point in the movie. You're like an hour in, they already got you.
That is a
Yeah.
very special scene, and I cannot wait to talk about it.
Okay.
I think you basically covered it, though. Yeah, and
That was my understanding
That's-
of what's
it's
happened.
They're trying to solve a murder also, somewhere in there.
There's also fart jokes and tail jokes and all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff that just seem totally out of
the
place.
fart jokes don't even start until like the 60-minute mark, and then they just don't stop.
They're getting desperate at
It's like
that
they
point.
pull the plug, and just the air keeps flying out of
Tried
the
the
dinosaur's
cookies.
ass.
Now we're on to the farts.
Oh, cookies, yeah.
Yeah.
What can we get? Oh, those turtles love pizza. Cookies.
Cookies,
The dinosaurs
yeah.
love cookies.
Macadamia, my favorite.
My hero, macadamia. so yeah, we get this opening crawl. And
Oh my god! You think this was tacked on in post?
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
I always love this about the 90s movies, though, that have this opening crawl. I wish we got more of
The
those
Guyver
now.
had an opening
yeah.
crawl.
Oh, yeah. This motherfucker sounds like Olmec from Legends of the Hidden Temple. Like, hello, welcome to Theodore Rex.
It's very weird. And also, Tony made a great point. He's like, they reveal a bad guy like in the opening crawl.
Straight
Like,
up.
I was like, huh. And the weirder part was like, I don't remember anything about like the Noah's Ark. Like, Pharaoh. I'm like,
No.
what is going on?
I
Me
vaguely,
neither.
like, as the movie was wrapping up, I was like, oh yeah, that was in the opening crawl. Yeah, I was like, shit, they did tell us that.
So basically what it explains to us is that this guy Kane has cloned dinosaurs, but not just dinosaurs, mind you. This is like some Dr. Moreau shit where he's like spliced them with
Right.
human elements, I guess, because they talk. Not all of them talk, but most of them talk. They have jobs. They go to bars. They fuck. They do all kinds of
It
things.
is interesting.
Yeah, there's all these clubs. And
I
stuff.
want to see the Meet the Feebles version of this film.
We get it a little bit later.
a little bit. We get a sneak.
So basically the big plan here is that this guy Kane is going to send the world into a new ice age, destroy
that's
everything
right. Yeah.
because mammals or some other species have gone extinct. Like we've hunted them to extinction.
Yeah.
There's a raccoon spinning, and they're
Yeah.
like, oh, we got to bring back the raccoon.
I love that part.
They brought back elephants and lions and raccoons and like dinosaurs' old hat, right?
Oh, well, yeah.
Yes.
At this point.
Talking fucking dinosaurs are old hat, and this guy's talking about bringing back a raccoon.
Yeah.
Well, they're past the Goomba stage, so you know
That's
they
right,
figured
yeah.
that
Oh,
out. Now they're
yeah.
down to like people-sized ones.
De-evolved, Cretaceous. Yeah, definitely, because we have Scapelli's in that later. We'll get to it.
yeah. He's currently in the cell, in the jail cell.
So like Clayton said, it reveals everything in that opening crawl.
But which is like, I forgot most of that, like I just said, until like the end of the movie when it
Yeah,
started
and I
to
was
like
like, oh,
really
yeah.
Washes over you.
Yeah, and I'm just like, why would you put that in the opening? Because they treat the whole movie treats it as if you shouldn't know this information. Like they're like trickling it out throughout the film. Like you're finding out that this guy works for this guy. Oh, okay, I guess he's evil. But like you're 100% right. If you sit there and think back even just to that opening crawl at all, it's like, who are they trying to fucking fool?
Yeah, I was like, that's the bad guy. Oh, why is he nice? Are they trying to do something here?
We open with a dream sequence.
Well, this is like a Voldemort kind of dream sequence.
I mean, it is all black and white.
I actually loved that.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is like way higher brow. And then they have the explosion, like at the end of the, and then you hear the dinosaur go like, ah, and then he wakes up, and I'm like, the fuck was that?
But we have this fucking like Jan Valek from John Carpenter's vampire looking bastard running through the forest.
It's Stephen McHattie, and he's a total that guy. You've seen him in a million things. He's dressed like the fucking Heath Ledger Joker with his green vest and his purple jacket.
General Katana.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dude, he looks like he's hanging out with fucking Gary Oldman at
It's
the bar
weird.
from Fifth Element.
Yeah,
His actual name is Mr. Edge.
Mr. Edge.
Like,
this is not
okay.
Kane, by the way. This is Mr. Edge.
Yeah, but
Edgelord himself.
Like Clayton was just saying, he blows up this dinosaur, but the way he does it, he has this horrible CGI butterfly. It's the only thing that's color in the
black
scene.
and white scene.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool though, because it's like it's even pre Sin City, right?
Yeah, they're following him and like, and he's slowly like, I'm gonna get you. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? This is so interesting. And then it blows up in that dinosaur's face.
How did he coerce him there?
I don't know. The whole thing is confusing, but I did think, hey, this is pretty cool. That's when I asked Tony, he's like, was this made for theaters? Because and now that you said it was pushed back a couple years, I do see like, oh, they were really trying. They just didn't know what they were doing or something. I don't know.
This went off the rails at some point.
It's fun.
Yeah. So yeah, he wakes up our Teddy Rex, right? Theodore Rex TM. The titular Theodore.
Very
Rex.
Howard the Duck intro.
Big time.
Yeah.
As soon as we see him and he's in his house doing his fucking thing,
with the dog and everything.
I'm like, where is the play dino? Where is that? You know, that's underneath his mattress or something.
Or it's like reminding me of Pee-wee a little bit too. I mean, no contraptions or anything.
Well, because everything's so damn big for this thing, for him to maneuver, for the person in the suit to maneuver around.
Yeah. I love his shoes. We were talking about earlier. He's
triple-toed Converse?
Yes. I thought that was great. There's some fun ideas in this movie.
I like that they show him do his routine too. Like he's going in the shower, but his tail's sticking out the back, and he's putting his ring on and everything.
That was something I liked too. And like, again, in the 90s, we're doing a lot of like getting ready comedy situations for the opening title credits. Like, I immediately think of The Pest.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. 100%. I think a lot of this movie, too, and I don't know if this was their intention or not, but I feel like a lot of it is just straight up parody.
Oh, big time.
Especially there's some scenes that play out in a way where it's like, if they weren't in on the joke, they're just morons.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I thought it was hilarious how it's basically Who Framed Roger Rabbit, only like with the dinosaur TV show.
Basically.
I was like, wow, who the fuck like, came up with this? And then was like a crapshoot. Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
We're going to make so much money.
I could see like them talking about this in a room, and like a producer like rolling by on a share pass. They're like, "Okay, Jurassic Park, Howard the Duck, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, dinosaurs." Yeah. You ever see that movie, A Gnome Named Norm?
I saw a gnome butt, right?
Yeah.
I love the glistening ass
That
cheeks.
buddy cop movie with the gnome. It'll work for the dinosaur, right?
As long as we get Whoopi.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got to get Whoopi. That's
that
key.
one guy in the back going, "Whoopi."
Yeah.
She made a contractual verbal obligation.
Yeah. We have it on film. We had a cameraman on at the
My
ready.
goodness. Real quick, George Newbern is the voice of Theodore Rex.
He has done a ton of shit. Specifically, he's voiced Superman like in a ton of cartoons in the last like 20 years.
He is the Superman. Big time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Justice
Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah.
He's doing it for that new Multiverses video game.
He did it for the what is it? What the hell is that fighting game?
Injustice.
Oh, he did Injustice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
okay,
it is,
yeah.
But he also did Ren from Pirates of Darkwater. You remember that show?
Ah.
Oh man, Pirates of Darkwater was great. I have all the toys of that. Anyway,
But
he
yeah,
also did Sephiroth in Advent Children.
Of course he was. Sephiroth. Yeah, he goes into his car, and I love this little detail where they have this like opening for the tail, and he whips it in.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Because he's a reporter or something.
Yeah, he's like the
Something.
PR guy, and he's like calling the station, like, "Hey, anything going on?"
I had a dream with my psychic element where I
Yeah.
saw a dinosaur die.
What a weird idea, by the way. Like, it's actually, I can see they're trying to like, okay, what's the quickest way we can make this wacky shit work? And they're like, okay, he's telekinetic. All the dinosaurs are telekinetic, and they go to dinocide.
A dinocide.
I think when like they go, but like, I at this point I'm still like on board.
I'm all in 100%.
I think the world building, honestly, even though it's like hitting you so fast,
It's fun.
it's like blowing your eardrums out as it hits you. Yeah, it's fun. It's like they thought about this.
Yeah.
They didn't just throw it in, together.
The way that the dinosaur people, if you want to call them that, are portrayed in this is like a disease. Like they are like pushed off in a certain part of town.
Yeah,
They don't have jobs with the human beings.
they have their own like little place.
They have their own like
Yeah.
compound, right? Which we'll get into a little bit later.
Yeah, the bar. Well, yeah, that's a fun scene though.
Where's I going with
That's
that?
totally Who Framed Roger.
Toontown,
Yeah.
Dino Town
Oh my
down
God,
the street.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, before he gets in the car, we can't forget because
The
we
dog.
already joked about it. The cookie.
Oh, the cookie.
Well, yeah, he says goodbye to his dog Ziggy.
Ziggy, something. Yeah.
Who could care?
Yeah, but he gets the cookie, the macadamia cookie from his cookie shooter.
And it was like a flip thing too, and he's like grabbing it.
It's like Munchie on that fucking pizza on the poster there, flying through the air.
How did they not make toys of this to coincide?
Oh, that's a great question,
You know?
because especially with Jurassic Park being
Yeah.
all over the place.
Okay, I got it. We got Theodore Rex with a cookie launcher.
Interchangeable clothes with that machine that like.
Oh
that, like,
my
dress
God,
up
yeah.
Theodore.
And you can
Yeah.
see him doing all his different voices.
Or I'm thinking about that. Speaking of Ninja Turtles, the Raphael one with the pizza shooter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The figure.
Oh man. So yeah, he thinks that a dinosaur has died, calls the cops, goes out on this investigation.
Yeah.
Now I have a theory.
On his own.
I have a theory as to how they're cyclically linked.
Okay.
Okay. Now it's a little bit farther down, but I'm just going to bring it out here. The dinosaur gets killed at the carnival ruins, right? The abandoned.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking Dino Putt from Prehistoric 3.
Oh my god.
And all of these dinosaurs.
Oh my god.
This fucking guy, Kane, took the pygmy dinosaurs.
The haggis burgers?
Yeah, and he blended them with human DNA, and that's how again, this Dr. Moreau situation.
No, not Elvis. No.
He's a relative, but that's how they're all connected, right? Through the psychometry or whatever the hell they're doing.
Did you guys do Prehysteria?
We did
Well,
Prehistoric
you did
3.
3. Yeah,
Holy-
yeah.
That was the first one I did rent all the time.
Oh, it's so good.
It is great.
Moonbeam Classic.
I completely forgot that there was like sequels.
Oh, yeah.
There's 3 of those damn movies.
We got some interesting characters. Talk about the MDU again from that episode. For those watching or listening, not Comdar, he wasn't quite created quite yet. He came into the picture a little later, but Corpse Fucker.
Oh, big time. Yeah.
Working on that mini putt. Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
have a character called Corpse Fucker. Yeah, we're all,
Oh god.
Get a little wild with it sometimes.
yeah.
Fred Willard's also in Prehistoric 3.
Yes.
And
R.I.P.
I think he has an ancestor in this, which lines up with the Dino Putt.
Okay.
Stew Pickles, if you will. We'll get to it. So I could have swore I heard Jennifer Tilly's voice doing like an announcement or something.
That made it, yeah, maybe.
Because we cut, and it is Koopa City 2.
Yeah.
Right? There's like dinosaur billboards and shit.
I like that.
I thought it was cool.
I appreciated this wackiness of the dinosaur town. They also like zoom out and it's like, is that CG?
It's got to be, but it looked fine.
Tony was complaining about
I
it.
thought it looked horrible.
I was just going like, oh, I didn't think they were trying to take it seriously. Now that I know how much the movie costs to make, I'm like, oh, wow.
I'm literally watching this scene and I'm thinking about the Ghostbusters DVD menu. If you've ever
man.
seen it with the fucking Stay Puft walking, I'm like, I'm over exaggerating a little bit, obviously, but I was like, whoa, this looks bad.
The idea's fun.
Yeah. I don't think it looks that bad. It could have looked a lot worse.
Fair enough. It's not Dungeons and Dragons bad
Compared
but-
to the other shit that's
The
in this
rocket.
movie.
and
Yeah.
Wow, that is true. Especially we get this zoom in of Whoopi climbing up this ladder, and it's like, all right, well, yeah, okay, yeah.
So,
what else are you supposed to do?
So Whoopi is Katie Coltraine.
Great name.
The Coltrane, baby!
It's
From Gears of War, that's what I kept thinking of the whole time.
So she's like, we never really get the full story on her because it's
She's a
like
robot.
she's an ex-cop who was off the
is she a
force.
robot or a cyborg or something?
Later, it's implied that Kane had something to do with it, but we never really talk about it. And she's also a cyborg, but only in the last 5 minutes or 10 minutes of this movie.
I know. She like locks up. I'm like, wait, well, yeah, that's right. She's a cyborg.
Yeah.
What was the name of this fucking director? Jay
John-
Benthel?
Butyl.
Yeah,
John Butyl.
Mr. Butyl. Did you just you wrote yourself into a fucking corner, so you're like, yeah. She's
Robot.
actually a robot, so she can get shot and paralyzed against the wall in the last
Where's
minute.
the 3-hour cut of Theodore
right.
Rex?
Yeah,
Where
that
they-
explains it all.
All those important expositions.
That's where you get the scene
stuff.
like in Terminator 2 where
Yeah.
she gets reprogrammed and now she actually
my
acts
God.
like a robot instead of the opposite like in that movie.
This is John Butyl or Beetle, however they fucking say that. James Cameron's T2. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
We need his definitive extended.
Does
cut
that mean
edition.
does that mean Teddy Rex is John Connor?
It's possible.
Mm.
In this split timeline, it's possible, sure. I mean, there is an Arnold impression later, so I guess why
I
not?
liked the not the Arnold impression, but the fake out of Coltrane or whatever.
Oh yeah.
That was a good joke.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
So there's a guy rollerblading down the street being chased by a garbage truck.
Oh my God. Yeah. I actually asked Tony, I was like, what's this movie rated? I was like, is this PG-13? They reminded me of the beginning of Batman Forever, actually.
Is it PG-13?
It might be PG.
Yeah.
It's PG.
But I was like, they just shot at somebody and like ran.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Whoopi is like with her partner, who I don't know if ever gets a name.
You notice they like waited for him to die before they like did anything. They're,
Yeah.
oh, now we got a case.
So she shoots his harpoon, and they're getting ready to like slide down by like Batman and Robin or
Yeah.
some shit. And these fucking like Jawas or like buddies from the Power Rangers. It's like that's what I think of immediately because they're running.
They remind me of the villain henchman from Highlander 2, the porcupine
Oh,
guy.
yeah, kinda.
So
Yeah.
I'm wondering, and you talk about the putties, and they're like got red eyes. I'm like, what is going on with like the creature?
Some of them
Are
look,
they creatures? Or are they
I
people?
guess so.
Or,
They're
like-
called sap heads.
Yeah,
They look like Cabal and like the fucking Taker
From Mortal
Warriors.
Kombat.
Yeah, from the Power Rangers
Poor,
movie.
poor man's Predator. Even
Could be. Yeah.
It's interesting because they're laughing like the Highlander 2, and there's even like a ringmaster for them.
Oh yeah.
His name is Spinner.
Spinner.
And he's played by Bud Cort,
Mm-hmm.
who, if you're familiar with the Talks from the Dark Side series that we've been doing, he was just on a Tales from the Dark Side episode called Snip Snip, where he also is with Carol Kane in that episode, and she'll be coming up shortly as well.
Oh yeah. I was kind of that blew me away, Joe. I was like, whoa.
I have not seen Bud Cort in anything else except this movie and Tales from the Dark Side.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Spinner
And he
character.
played Spinner, and he's a
It's
fucking
weird. Like I don't know what they were going for. And I was shocked at how vicious that they were killing this guy.
I mean, like,
Wow.
they
Yeah.
try to run him over. They
They
pull him
start
into
shooting at him, and Whoopi Goldberg's like, "Oh, gotta go to work." Dude, like, what the fuck is going on? That's a common occurrence.
Well, they're like out there picking the body up and throwing it in the bus.
I'm like, okay.
one of the first of many awkward scenes of Whoopi like trying to command the situation and doing really horrible improv comedy. Like that shit is painful.
Which is actually like upsetting because she's such a great stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just like, because she didn't want to do the movie, she's just like, all right, I'm just gonna have as much fun as I possibly can. Of course, it's not working like in terms of comedy, but it was weird.
Her comedy is like, is that you standing there? You're standing there, aren't you? Is that funny? Why is that funny? Am I funny?
Am I in a bad movie? Yeah. Like,
I'm Santa Claus.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm Santa.
I'm Whoopsie.
But yeah, she drops through like on the zip line. She drops through like the top of the fucking vehicle through like the sunroof.
yeah.
And she pulls like her like fallout ass like road warrior pistol. And she's like, "All right, you're all under arrest." And they're like, okay.
They drop her out of the bottom of the car, and she like goes flying on like a table. And again, to your point about the budget, she's like behind this garbage truck, like shooting at it, and there's explosions. She shoots an oxygen canister or something like in the truck at one point. I was like, that fucking thing would have exploded.
While her partner is getting in like a fucking fist fight in the front of like in the cab with the driver.
Oh yeah, Large Marge puts the kibosh on his ass.
Large Marge.
So yeah, they're both knocked out and they get away and they drop the body. So then Whoopi walks up to her. I'm just gonna keep calling her partner because he leaves the movie after
Yeah,
this.
he does leave.
He runs a diagnostic on this body with like a Pokedex.
Oh
Because
my-
it's like,
well-
it's like, oh, here's a guy, Caucasian, unknown.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, maybe it's a clone. Ah, shit. And then Whoopi's like, I thought you had the front. He's like, I thought you had the back. She's like, you didn't have the front. And he's like, you didn't have the back. And it's like, okay, you both fucking suck. Just get
Yeah.
on with the job already.
Enter the Blade Runner shit.
You know?
Yeah, well,
Because
Blade
that's all
Runner, it's
coming
actually a
up in-
Blade Runner gun, really.
No,
Which is what Fallout got it from.
yeah, but like the shit with like the replicants and the clones, if you will, in this, it's like kind of the same thing.
Do you think Jurassic Park was an inspiration for that? Because this is just a couple years, actually, whenever the fuck they made this movie.
Wow,
It's like they're
yeah.
talking about cloning
Yeah.
and like stuff. And is this the part where they actually had like the head show up on the rotating hologram?
Oh,
Yes,
that
yeah.
was weird.
And
Yeah.
that's Jack Riley.
I
That's
was like-
Stu Pickles from
Oh.
Rugrats.
Okay.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Even that alone, I'm like, dude, I can't put my finger on like what the fuck is like, because there's so much weird special effects. Okay, I'm gonna throw one out here for you guys. I don't know if you've ever seen it. There's a movie called Dragon World from the 90s.
This is my fucking dude over here.
Okay, all right. You know how Dragon World used like puppet,
Yeah.
stop motion, CGI. This movie's like got all kinds of weird effects, and I'm like, if someone just sat down and watched this for 5 minutes at any interval, they wouldn't tell what the fuck year this came out. Like,
It's weird.
I'm
man.
trying to push it together.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on here? And then like
the most you could say is maybe 90s is like the most I would say, but I could not say like
either 90
what
to
ended it.
99.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like, because especially because it's direct to video.
Yes.
You're like, oh, I don't know when this thing came out.
And it's New Line. So you're like, when that bumper kicks up, you're like, oh, I'm in for a good time. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's
We,
Kate.
you know, the VHS tape opens up with Meet the Stupids, and they're using the
Tom Arnold classic.
they're using the Mortal Kombat soundtrack from the movie. I was listening to it. Not only did they use the soundtrack, they used the Fear Factory heavy metal band.
man.
So
Oh, man.
I'm like, oh wow,
Like the
okay.
Scorpion fight
Yeah,
music?
and I'm like, this is for Meet the Stupids. And Tony's just like, oh look, it's Meet the Stupids. I'll be like, you're not like
The bad Tom Arnold movie.
I don't think I've ever seen that one. I saw Carpool for sure.
yeah.
Oh, I wanted to.
yeah.
Someone recently actually commented on YouTube asking about Carpool. Well, I would love to cover it, by the way.
Oh,
It is such a
100%.
stupid movie.
So Teddy gets to the crime scene, and this fucking dinosaur is nuked. There's like pieces of it. You know what it reminded me of? Those Jurassic Park toys we can pull off the skin.
The dino
The
damage.
dino damage,
Yeah.
right? So he's all dead.
He's all dead. Yeah, he's in a ditch.
Oliver Rex.
Okay, wait a second.
R.I.P.
I was thinking, like,
Oliver.
are they all related? Because then he's like into Molly, and that can be questionable if they're like of the same family. But
Well, every Rex
yeah.
is just Rex.
Rex, yeah.
So it's Molly Rex, Theodore Rex, Oliver Rex,
they call him T-Rex though, which was clever.
Yeah.
But
M Rex. Yeah.
he's got his carcass there, which is I thought that was a little morbid. By the way, they've got
For a supposed kids movie.
Well,
is this a kids movie?
I don't know. They didn't,
I don't know.
they didn't know what they wanted to make, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of serious themes in here, and like 1 minute we're like, oh, cookie shooter, and the next one's like, oh, here's a dead dinocide thing.
Yeah,
happening.
and it's like it looks fake, obviously, but it's like just the fact that there's a dead body in this fucking
Yeah.
PG Theodore Rex comedy, whatever.
He's also up there talking, so you know these things can talk and have like thoughts and feelings, and you just
Yeah,
see this dead carcass of a dinosaur. It's like, how'd he die? Explosion towards the snout.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what am I supposed to think?
You're thinking back to that scene that's like borderline comedic.
I thought that he was having a dream
Yeah.
about himself getting exploded with a butterfly,
Same.
and he was like, "Oh, did someone die tonight?" Because they're all telekinetically. And
Yeah.
then he goes to the body, and I'm like, "Oh fuck, that was a homicide." So I'm like,
well, it's,
oh.
it's the
Dinocide.
same. It's the same T-Rex puppet, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I guess you could have got it
the
confused.
scream at the beginning when it blows up, where he's like, "Ah!"
Okay, so here's that other Power Rangers connection. This woman who's again only in one effing scene, so who cares?
The coroner.
No, Sarah. I don't know if she's the coroner or what. The woman he talks to.
Yeah, he's
about
talking to her, and he's like saying that he's like this is the first thing where he's psychically linked, and he says it.
She
Right,
plays Divatox.
That's Diva Talks.
Yeah, from
Turbo.
Power Rangers
Oh,
Turbo.
man, yeah. She's trying to. What's that fucking thing?
She's obviously more memorable from that. but
Falgor,
I don't remember.
I don't
the
remember.
lava guy.
Yeah, the big
Yeah.
chrono thing.
I
whatever.
just thought that was a weird, like, wow, okay, sure. I guess you do other things besides Power Rangers, but that was just a weird role.
Theodore Rex.
Yeah, well, yeah.
When they did the coroner scene, the first thing that came to my mind was like when Scully's like going over stuff in the X-Files, and also
Oh, yeah.
Newt from Alien 3.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what to think. I'm like, okay, no, dinosaur autopsy. And by the way, it's in a museum. And so like he's like, I can feel my ancestors talking about.
Oh, my God.
Dude. We'll get to that.
You're talking about Scully, though. Like, I've been watching a lot of X-Files I've talked about on the show. I finally... For anyone keeping count, I finally got to the point when Mulder left the show and the next episode was a fucking downer. So I don't know if I'm going to continue. But anyway, you're right with Scully doing the operations. But I think of one of the ones where it's like more of a comedic operation.
Yeah, like the one the vampire episode.
Yeah, with the guy from the Big Green, or there's one like towards the end of like season 7 where she's like looking at a guy who turned himself invisible with a genie wish.
I didn't see that one.
And she's like trying to figure out how to work on him, and she's like putting powder on him, and she's like, "Ooh." Anyway.
So I just want to note this because, like, again, I feel like this is another one of those kind of like Blade Runner ripoff scenes.
Okay.
Because there's this kid that has like he's like a street vendor. I swear to God, he's
Sebastian.
like serving noodles, right? He's the noodle guy.
When Whoopi finds her actual pet dog just wandering the street,
that was her pet dog.
Yeah.
I
don't think so.
I thought
she's
that
like, bring
was.
it upstairs, make sure it's fed.
Yeah, but I think she just found it.
I thought it was Theodore Rex's dog.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
No, it's Scraps from not Scraps. What the hell is it? From Spawn.
I don't know.
Spads.
Spads.
I was gonna say Rimshot from Ernest Scared Stupid. Rimshot.
So this scene is here just to introduce this kid who's been trying to hook up Whoopi Goldberg with
her dad?
with his dad, who's never here, and makes his kid work all the hours all night at this fucking like side deli or whatever it is.
Yeah. And he's got the raccoon.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to know that because this kid Sebastian comes up and he's used as leverage later, so there he is.
Yeah. Very weird.
But yeah, we go to this banquet where Theodore Rex wants to talk to the senator, who's played by Richard Roundtree.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
who is that one bad mother shut your mouth, man.
Yep.
He's the original Shaft.
I thought that was very bizarre because why isn't he in the Whoopi Goldberg role?
Oh, that would have been kind of cool.
Why doesn't he have a bigger part?
Yeah, this is a strange film where they're just like throwing people. You know in Scream 3 how Carrie Fisher's just like randomly there. Yeah, so it's
for
like
one scene.
Like, oh yeah, we got Shaft by the way in our dinosaur city.
and he's played up for like comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like the sleazy senator character, right?
Yeah.
Well, he's the commissioner. He's Commissioner Lynch.
Okay, there you go.
He makes him a police officer.
Yeah, well, he has Dime Store Tim Robbins come in.
Yeah,
and I'm convinced this is alternate universe Tim Robbins, where he was with Howard the Duck at one point. So Kane is there at this place, and Theodore comes to talk to him because he wants to tell him about this dino side.
Right. He views him as like kind of like a father figure.
Turns out he is.
Yeah.
Again, here's that Dr. Moreau thing where it's like, he's the father, whatever, father knows the law, and here's the law, or whatever you want to say about that. But he made these anthropomorphic dinosaurs.
Sure, yeah.
So yeah, like Clayton was saying, they basically assign him to this case.
Yeah, out of random. They're like, make him and it'll make you look good.
You'll be the first is he a senator?
Species?
He's a commissioner.
He's a commissioner, whatever.
Yeah.
You'll be the first commissioner. It's gonna look good on the ballot, man, because you put a dinosaur in charge as a detective.
Okay, this is a funny like subplot thing they got going on here. Like Teddy Rex almost thinks that there's like he doesn't call it racism, like speciesism.
Species.
Are you species? Which is funny, but it's also kind of weird because like they're dinosaurs. So like And I think even Whoopi Goldberg's like, don't you like eat meat and stuff? And
like, I'm a vegetarian.
Yeah, he's sitting there. He's got like steamed quail at one point. Krill, rather.
Krill, yeah.
It's weird jokes like that. But like they also do a cookie thing right here with like all of the.
Just take one, sir. And like
he ends up. The guy with the. This is one of the CGI tails they use.
I think it was a puppet.
Oh, you think so?
Taps him on the shoulder.
Yeah, there's that, and that was weird.
And he's just stuffing all the cookies in his mouth.
Yeah, and he like grabs both of them when he's so excited to be a police officer.
Oh my God! Yeah, he just about chokes him out with with his arms.
So not Tim Robbins is using him as a scapegoat to cover up for Kane, who's the nefarious guy that we've already known from the beginning of the crawl.
If you remember that crawl, that's about 12 seconds long from the beginning.
Guyver had the same issue where if like you get rid of that crawl, you don't know what's going on, and it kind of helps the movie.
I think so, because then you're kind of because you would immediately think Edge is the bad guy for the whole thing.
Yeah, but I also feel like you don't need it at all in this movie because like the next scene, if I'm not mistaken, is
they reveal
Summers
him pretty
in the
quick.
limo
Yeah.
Oh
with
yeah,
him.
no, he's in there and he's talking to him and he's like,
his limo, by the
"My
way, it says
boy."
like Almighty on the license plate. I thought that was funny.
What the hell is that guy in this whole universe? Is he,
I don't know.
is he
That
like
guy might be the senator. I don't know what the fuck Kane is. Like, what the fuck is Kane?
He's some, like,
or some scientist or something?
Yeah.
He's like the Nazi geneticist that created
Oh
Eden
yeah,
and these,
the
and these
Moreau kind of guy.
monsters.
Yeah.
It's weird because like he seems to have total power over the world because he's got people make fun of billionaires like Mark Zuckerberg or Jeff Bezos, but this guy's cloned like dinosaurs that have been integrated into society.
Yeah.
And he wants to. There's some Batman and Robin like freeze the world.
Oh yeah, big time.
Oh god, yeah. There's some serious Mr. Freeze shit towards the end of this movie.
I actually forgot he wanted to freeze the world. Like at the end, I was like,
I didn't remember that either.
Why,
that's
why does he want to do that?
That's what I'm saying, Clayton. That was me too. As it was happening, I was like, "Oh yeah, the opening they talk about that was his plan."
Because that's never the takeaway from this movie.
No,
right?
I'm so confused too. It's like, but why? And I'm skipping way ahead though.
No,
you're good. There is
let's
a great.
just get to the Dino Autopsy because there's a lot of bad comedy.
I do
want to
mention one quick scene because I think it's kind of funny when they first pair up him and Whoopi. Because Whoopi strolls in. I think you may have alluded to this earlier.
Oh, yeah, the joke. Yeah.
Specious joke.
Well, first we get this like, oh, here's your partner. And it's just like Rambo, Dolph Lundgren looking motherfucker.
I actually enjoyed that joke a lot.
That
That was sweet.
Yeah.
I liked that.
And then they meet, and then the whole time Whoopi, she doesn't say she won't do it, but she's just like, he's a dinosaur! He's a dinosaur! You're a dinosaur! She keeps saying
I thought it would be one of those 90s movies where it's like, oh, they gotta break down the barriers of race.
Yeah.
And like, but no, they don't really do that in the movie. It's just like, no, he's a fucking dinosaur.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's no she warms up to him like the very end, but like she does not want to work with him because he's a dinosaur.
I will say, and we'll get there, obviously, but I feel like when she does warm up to him, it's kind of just feels like, well, this is where the movie, it really does.
Because she has to.
There might be a lot of missing scenes from this.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe. I could imagine the cutting room floor of Theodore Rex.
Oh, yeah.
We can't put out the rough cuts. 4 hours long, man.
Yeah, so we get that
Nobody's
limo.
going to pick this up.
Yeah.
We get the limo scene with Kane and Summers and his assistant, Dr. Shade, I think her name is.
Yeah, and again, it's all the thing like, we've teamed up the dinosaur with the stupid, they call her a gun for whatever reason. Yeah.
Don't you think they could have like obscured Kane through like shadow or something and like
the Emperor kind of?
or like we don't know who exactly like you mean in Phantom Menace?
Yeah.
I think we all kind of knew even back then.
I agree.
Not give him a hood, but like put him in the darkness with a backlit with like a cigarette or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like, who is the bad guy?
Because like
It's Brett Spiner.
Yeah.
it's like rose-colored glasses kind of shit, but it's like there's things you could do in this movie, like just at the time that would have just elevated it on such a level that maybe a lot of people wouldn't talk about it as one of the worst movies ever.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that, but it's like, here we are, whatever. I mean, what are you going to do? Like, you guys are 100% right. Yeah, put him in some shadows. Maybe some of the editing could have done it, if you get rid of that opening crawl.
Yeah, just get rid of that and put him in shadows, and I feel like you're halfway there.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's still a lot you got to fix.
I feel like again that opening crawl was tacked on because people are like, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh, yeah, well,
supposed to
sure.
We don't even know what we made.
We might have been very lost up until this point, to be perfectly fair.
So
So then we get to this autopsy at the museum.
Dinosaur autopsy, and where do you guys think the dinosaur autopsy takes place?
The museum, right?
That's the fucking
Museum of
MoMA.
Natural
Yeah.
History.
I remember
The
that being
MoMA.
so weird. I'm like, is this like offensive to the dinosaurs?
I guess so. He goes in and he's like, oh yeah, those are my ancestors, and like every time I'm here, it's like going to church. You know what I mean? I feel like a spiritual connection to these.
He's
things.
got a red rocket, man. He's hard as a rock.
I mean, he could be. Whatever. He's got a vent, right? Like the
yeah, I guess so. I'm not that keen in. I wasn't thinking that deep on that joke.
Okay, well,
deep being the key word.
he's probably got two dicks, right? Komodo dragon?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Pretty
Maybe.
sure.
It's got a human one and a dino one. It's got one long john and one
I'm
small
not
john.
a herpetologist. I don't know. Wait. Speaking of which, they go to this autopsy. There's
Yeah.
a woman sitting there, and she just
Oh,
stands
yeah.
up to announce that she's a dinologist.
Oh, she does say that. Yeah, she says something like that. I'm a dinologist.
Is that a thing?
No.
I didn't think
But
so.
it made me laugh. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, whatever.
Do they
Like,
call? Is that the word that they've made because they're not necessarily dinosaurs?
maybe they're dinosaur doctors or something, maybe?
Autoerotica.
I don't yeah, it's one
Yeah.
of those. What did you feel about his like weird trance like
Oh yeah, when he's like trying to hear or
Yeah.
understand something with the body.
He has this weird like dinosaur psychometry because he touches this dead body, and like he's like,
he goes through
Yeah.
that's so Raven like powers.
Yeah, and then like
takes a pair of tweezers and like pulls like it's just like Cooper pulling the piece of paper out of what's her face
it's a
Right,
finger
right.
on Palmer's nail. Yeah,
pulls it right out of his nose, and he's like, here you go. Take that to the lab and recreate it.
yeah, it's the part of the butterfly.
That blew up in his face.
Maybe do you think that could have been a little like Jurassic Park butterfly effect reference? Maybe not, but I'm trying to figure out why a butterfly? Why a
Yeah.
man in a bag? Why the caterpillar? Like I don't get it.
because life finds a way.
Oh, sure.
That's why.
It does find a way in this movie.
There might be a lot of hoops to jump through, but
Yeah.
it gets there.
So then they find out that this body is Oliver Rex through the psychic thing and just the information that the doctor has. So then Teddy's like, "Oh, I know his wife, Molly Rex," and
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh, how well you know her?" He's like, "Well, I've been watching her for years."
That's not
Yeah.
creepy.
There's a lot of weird shit in this movie.
There's a lot of sexual innuendo
Yeah.
coming hard and fast.
I mean,
soon,
there's some
'cause it just takes
serious-
a right turn.
Yeah, Jessica Rabbit wants her fucking gimmick
That's
back.
exactly what it is when they get to the what is it called?
The Extinct Species Club.
Yeah.
By the way, I loved the all the different dinosaur effects that they've got. The
man.
one smiling, whatever he is, Ceratosaurus. That Whoopi Goldberg's-
Yeah. Who's also responsible for the narration at the beginning, I believe.
Oh, really?
And doing the
Okay.
funeral later.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Oh, the
There's-
recycling.
Recycling. Dude, this movie's weird.
Yeah, it's just like, again, this was a darker script for sure, big time.
Yeah.
So the Extinct Species Club, and they get greeted by the only way I can describe this dinosaur is Tyrannosaurus with the voice of Andy Dick.
He looks like that. Yeah.
He's like, come on inside the club, and I'll show you what's going on, Bubby. Come on in.
There's a lot of fun stuff with
Yeah.
all the like. I remember. I don't even remember what point it was in the movie, but like, it's a normal shot of Whoopi and the T-Rex just walking. And in the background, you just see like a fucking Triceratops. I was like, Tony, what the fuck is going on? Like, in
So
the,
this scene in particular has like so many creature
Dinosaurs,
effects.
yeah.
It's like incredible.
It's really the costumes are really awesome, and they're big and bulky
Mm.
too. They don't like scale it down like Adventures in Dinosaur City. It's dudes in suits, but like everything's a little bit smaller,
yeah,
right? More compact.
I do like the fact that they. It is the scene from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
yeah.
And the mask.
Yes, the mask. It's like that too. I like the fact that they're trying to like pick up clues here. I think they talk about how Molly, they believe her to be related or seeing Oliver.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we learn they're roommates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that means I
Yeah.
got a chance.
Yeah.
Well, they do a whole routine. Like I mentioned Jessica Rabbit specifically
Dude,
because
She dances.
she sings and
yeah.
dances. Yeah.
Carol Kane, by the way, is
Yeah.
voicing
Oh, here
Molly
she comes.
Rex. And there's this whole song and dance number that we're talking about. There are humans in this club
Yeah.
that are totally fucking these dinosaurs.
There's some weird stuff
Okay.
going on.
And this is the part where like not all of these dinosaurs can speak.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
some of them are just like.
Yeah. I wonder if that was just a convenience thing where they were like, we don't want to like have too many of these fuckers talking. We got to keep hiring actors.
I mean, somebody could have just did.
I don't know. I'm trying to piece the puzzle together here.
One of them's like looking at Whoopi
one of them
Goldberg
burps
in
like,
her face
in her
constantly.
Like, the fuck is this?
It's like turtle looking thing.
There's like the whole singing bit where she's doing the Jessica Rabbit thing, like rubbing Theodore Rex and shit, and there's just like this big guy like looking at Whoopi and just going in her face, like it's like keeps cutting to it.
The Triceratops, one that's just like oogling her, literally like,
Yeah.
And she's like, what is this sound he's making?
Like, he likes you. But there's the other scene where she really laugh at that one that's smiling? Like, that looks genuine.
Maybe
It looks like she's just like, oh God.
There's a
it's pretty
callback.
funny. Like that was kind of funny.
That made me laugh too.
Yeah.
'cause
There's a callback
It's
to
like
it
this
later.
thing
too,
with his
yeah.
big teeth is smiling at her.
That looks like she genuinely laughed on the set, where she's just like, "What the fuck?"
I
movie
mean, it's
am
like
I in?"
right up here to her face. But yeah, the Triceratops, I love that comes back later as a sight gag towards the end, because that thing is creepy, just eyeing her up.
Oh, big time.
So then, yeah, she grabs Teddy. She's like, enough of this shit. Let's talk to Molly. And we
Yeah.
find that information out Clayton was talking about.
Yeah,
and there's an expedited funeral, which I guess is standard procedure for dinosaurs.
recycling.
Yeah, because
Oh,
Whoopi's like,
recycling,
well, you said you didn't know about the death, but now you're saying that the recycling is already planned. And she's like, yeah, it's quick in dinosaur world. Like, and then even Teddy's like, oh, you shouldn't have mentioned the funeral. She doesn't understand.
It starts to turn this into like a dinosaur, a dinosaur noir
A little
detective
bit.
yeah.
thing.
I
Where
thought-
she's like, hey, come up and see me sometime
Yeah.
or whatever.
I thought they were
flirting.
gonna eat him. Like, I thought that when they said recycling, I thought they were all literally just gonna be like, all right, we're gathered here. He's dead, and they were just gonna be like ripping his body or something.
What's even funnier than that, they're like, yeah, we turned him into goo, into a smoothie.
Yeah, and they eat what do they eat? Like, some
yeah.
vegetation.
Well, they said they turn him into goo and they feed him to like the roses so that everyone.
a flower.
Yes,
And she
yeah.
eats the flower.
What the hell?
By the way,
yeah, who are on the wagon to be vegetarians.
recovering carnivores.
Well, and then this is they're walking out, and he's like, jumping and doing heel kicks just about, tapping his toes, and Whoopi's like, "Oh, you're going a little glando, letting your glands
Oh
take
yeah,
over."
she does say that. Yeah, glando.
Well, she says it a couple times. I'm like, okay.
I think that's the moment where I noticed that Triceratops in the background. I'm like, look at the fucking Triceratops
drooling over.
He's like, "Bleh."
Well, they're heading out, and of course, this whole time Spinner's fucking watching him. Bugcourt's watching with binoculars with his fucking Jawa pack.
So Edge tasks Budcourt and the Jawa pack to go like follow him for some reason. So they end up like jumping on his car. First, they got like motorized skateboards.
Yeah,
And they like jump onto his car
another
and start
Highlander 2.
Or Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
I'm
yeah.
also thinking of like Wizard of Oz 2 a little bit with like the
Return to Oz, you
Yeah,
mean?
Return to Oz.
Oh yeah, with the rollerblade.
Yeah. Oh, those creepy motherfuckers. Yeah.
You don't want them going after. He would not have survived.
These things look like the gremlins from the Twilight Zone movie, ripping apart this
Yeah.
dinosaur car.
And I like how he's just like, this is an inconvenience. Hey, Whoopi Goldberg, can you like come? And then he's still alive. All he did was fuck his car up.
I said he might not come up, but he's coming up now. He got hit. Come dark, came from the skies.
Oh,
because
let it rain, dude.
Well, because what I think what really happened is William Atherton was there trying to be a good Samaritan. He saw Teddy's car all fucked up.
He jumped out of the way.
Well, he went over there to go help him, and at the last minute, the fucking splooge from the you hear, oh no! Just from the sky hits him, so there's a big mark where he got nailed, and the rest
man.
is all over Teddy's car. He's not touching
weird.
it.
Because I don't even know. Do they even show the car get sprayed with
No,
shit?
he just says like they hit the
Fire extinguisher, like some ADR thing.
and then
it
it falls on his snout.
Yeah,
it's all over his ass
disgusting.
when he gets out of the car.
And Whoopi's like, I can't leave you alone for a minute.
So, Jesus Christ. So Edge, we get a quick scene with Edge and Bud Cort again, and he takes his goons and he like puts them on this like carnival ride, but apparently it's a grinder, right?
Oh, yeah, because
Oh,
they
yeah.
failed him because they were supposed to
Oh,
just
yeah.
follow him, not attack him.
Yeah, you know, I told you not to do anything else except follow him. So they throw him in. They literally Mondo Burger grinder this motherfucker.
So you go in the grinder, you zapped heads or whatever you're called.
Yeah, what is with that?
And they like literally kill these things on screen. They're like, like
yeah,
getting
yeah.
electrocuted and buzzsawed to death.
So they go back to the precinct and they need a new car because it's wrecked.
This is another great
so you
sight
get
gag.
William Boyette at the front desk. Now, if you don't know who that is, he's the guy from he's one of the dudes from The Hidden. Have you ever seen The Hidden?
No.
Oh
No.
man, Hidden's
Okay,
fucking
I'll check it out.
great. So
He's
they
like,
get
I
a
guess
new
like
car.
the munitions guy or whatever.
Yeah, but they get a new car. It ends up being like a garbage truck.
And he's angry that he's got to go in the back because he's a dinosaur.
Get
or
it?
something.
Because he's like giant. And
That's
there's still
a
garbage
weird
in there.
thing where he's just standing on garbage in the back of this
They
truck.
find out that his name is Summers, by the way, the Tim Robbins guy.
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah.
he like did it on purpose to like appoint them together.
Right, yeah.
To do the detective work, and then Whoopi's like, "That's weird. Let's go."
Yeah,
Because we have
Lynch
to
is
drop,
like,
we have to like drop the breadcrumbs, even though we're forgetting what we're doing in the movie anyway.
wow.
I think it's obvious who's good and who's bad from this point. And it's like, what's the story? Like, we're just following the murder, and now we like end up with like this plot to destroy the world.
Yeah,
we know-
it gets too big.
Why did they kill Oliver Rex?
Because he knew about the project.
But
it doesn't matter
Yeah.
because the clone that they found points it directly to Cain.
yeah.
They're like, yeah, this guy was manufactured at New Eden, and he's even got the stamp on his fingernail.
Because that's the thing. That's why Whoopi's not with him when he gets attacked, because she goes to look at the body with the coroner.
Yeah.
And he like you had said earlier, he finds the label for Kane's company.
Yeah.
So now they're like, okay, well, it's kind of weird that now we have two bodies between Oliver, who worked there, and now this other one with this guy's literal fucking logo in the fingernail.
Because it's not a good reveal. It's
No.
like here's
Yeah.
all the pieces.
We
that you
already
have.
know though from such an early point, and I mean, to be completely fair, I don't know what the hell they were like. I really think they just had ingredients, and they were like, "We're gonna figure it out when we're done filming."
Yeah.
like
Let's just shoot everything.
yes, that's
and we'll
what
figure it out.
I think.
How do you go into such an effects heavy film
I don't know.
with $33 million?
That's Jurassic Park 3. They did it too.
Oh my God.
That was $90-something million.
What's a better movie, Jurassic Park 3 or Theodore
I'll
Rex?
be honest with you.
I put him on the spot.
I've said on record that I think JP3 is like the weakest.
Mm.
Theodore Rex is. I might want to rewatch Theodore Rex.
Okay.
Just saying.
You heard it here first,
Oh,
folks.
man. Spinosaurus versus
The
Theodore Rex.
Spinosaurus
Oh
is going
my
to kill
God.
the Theodore Rex. That would have been a great sequel. Theodore Rex 2, and they open with like a Spinosaurus breaking Theodore Rex's neck.
Oh my god!
And
Bites him in half.
And now he's the new like cop. Like,
A new dino in town.
yeah.
So it would be
Spinosaurus Rex.
Bob Spino, Bob
Yeah, yeah.
Spinosaurus.
It would be who cares?
A sword. I don't know. Anyway, try to make that work. But we should do the fucking the T-Rex Spinosaurus fight, but it's Theodore Rex waking up from the dream when he snaps the fucking neck.
Right.
Oh, my ancestors. They were telling me something.
Exactly. But
Don't make this movie.
Yeah.
Oh God. In the police station though, where they get chewed out. And it's like Lynch is like, oh, basically like proving Summer's point that this guy's a fuck up, but also like giving Whoopi a hard time because she thinks she's like off, scot free. And then he's like, no, you shouldn't have left him alone, asshole.
Well, that's the whole thing because the Summers character set this all up in the first place.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And he was like convincing the guy that this was a good idea. Do good for his image. But it was just to cover up the shit with Cain, even though it's blatantly fucking
Yeah,
obvious
it's so
it's
obvious
Cain.
at this point.
So then we get this fucking Pluto-ass Nash scene.
Oh, this like beam
where
me
they're,
up
like,
Scotty ass
They
scene.
put him in this, I don't know what.
I don't know what.
Star
yeah.
Trek.
A teleporter, it looks like. Yeah.
We got to do our Michael Jackson black or white like morphing effect. So just because we've got the money, why not? Like
That's
She's
where
like,
most of
she's
the budget
sitting there-
went.
She's sitting there typing it in. She's like, oh, that'd be funny. The T-Rex has a Mexican stereotype.
Oh,
the
my
T-Rex
God.
has
he's like a Viking.
A Viking.
for a
Yeah,
He's like
second.
fucking Bugs Bunny for a hot
and he
second
does
there.
the luau Hawaiian
Yeah.
thing.
Dude, he is talking like
Moano.
a Tex Avery cartoon
Yeah.
when he's the Hawaiian guy.
It is weird, and I don't know
Mahalo.
what the purpose was for that because then he comes out looking exactly the same.
He's
Like,
got a leather jacket.
yeah,
that's
he's
it.
like,
Yeah,
oh,
he
I'm
turns
in,
into the front cover. That's what he
I'm in
turns into.
disguise or something.
I gotta look like a cop. He's from the Casey Gallagher School of Cops, man. He doesn't like guns.
Okay.
And
Yeah, he doesn't like guns.
Does that look like a cop tie to you?
Does that look like a cop jacket to you on that dinosaur?
well,
I don't
know.
think so.
Looks like a Marty McFly jacket.
Yeah, it does actually. What the fuck?
You wearing, what does he say? You wearing a life jacket?
Oh man. In the garbage truck, they take this fucking thing, and Whoopi's like, I gotta make a stop. Because she promised the little kid Sebastian that she'd go hang out with him at the park.
Okay.
Oh, Yeah.
So we have this Lost Boys ass hockey team
Oh,
hanging
yeah,
out
where
in
he
the
gets
junkyard.
the three things, and he says he's like an expert or something.
Oh,
He's like-
yeah, with
he's
his
like,
tail.
I totally played before. You know, I had my own candy bar, won a bunch of trophies,
yeah,
or whatever.
I don't know what's going on here. I feel like they're setting up like he can use his tail, but it's like what he actually does in the end with his tail. It's like, well, who wouldn't know how to do that?
It's just a parlor trick, man.
It's also like this thing where like they're really trying to send the point that like Spinner's following them and it's like, oh, he has this kid friend and like I guess maybe we'll do something with that a little bit, but it's like there's too many scenes of that. Like we could have just used this one. We didn't need the other one also.
It's to use them as leverage later so that
They do
can,
that,
yeah. But it's just like, okay.
It's overkill.
You could have done your plan without any of them involved.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have figured it out by the time you launched the fucking missile.
Yeah, there's a missile in this movie. What the fuck?
So
Well, then Spinner, he takes the disc and I guess he gives it to Edge because Edge
Oh, the
goes up.
GameCube disc.
Yeah, the GameCube disc.
Oh,
He gives
yeah,
it to
well,
Kane.
that's what I'm
Kane
saying,
is,
yeah.
is like evil, like again, like Tim Burton's Batman, like evil bad guy desk.
Yeah.
Like the lighting and everything. You feel like you're in the fucking Sauron's chambers or something. And it's just like they're like watching the video, like, oh yeah, here's our leverage. This kid,
grab that kid.
So they set up a fucking arcade machine.
Yeah, and then they like
Like-
pop out and grab him.
that kind of scared me because I didn't remember that.
Yeah.
And he like goes down the stairs and there's just a random arcade machine.
He's like, I'm gonna start playing this new arcade game. Oh, well, it's made out of paper.
You could probably
the
see
kid.
the fucking putty
Yeah,
through
it was
the
weird.
transparency paper.
So they go to this New Eden compound and
Oh,
they get there and
God.
they drive through like this fucking Six Flags safari.
They've got like the elephants there and the other animals and zebras.
They
and
have this
giraffe.
incredible statue in the front that's two testicles on gum.
Okay.
That's what I saw.
I don't even remember the statue.
I couldn't tell you what they were.
Yeah.
Might have been meatballs or molecules, but I saw
On
testicles.
two elephant tusks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they go in and they talk to Kane. And Kane is so transparent about all this shit. He's like,
Yeah.
a dinosaur died, huh? Well, how about that? Well, let me tell you what I'm doing with these ice
Ice
fish.
fish?
The
Yeah.
ice fish,
Was
Mr. Freeze technology.
Yeah, this is totally because Batman and Robin was like so close to this.
Yeah.
It is very interesting because also was that CGI on the fish thing?
Big time, but that
Yeah.
actually looked kind of fun.
That's what I'm saying. Is
Yeah.
like I wonder when they're filming that they're just like freeze the fish, and in real life it's just those fucking Walmart bots like inside of the
yeah.
glove.
Could be.
Yeah, but I thought that was interesting, and that was also the moment I was like, oh yeah, Ice Age stuff is in this, and I'm thinking like, are we gonna get a freeze gun like in the end of Batman and Robin?
Like the giant laser
Yeah,
that's going to
that-
just freeze the world.
Oh God, the missile or whatever.
But I do like how they're like, yeah, this is our plan. Like we're just check it out. Like
See, look, we're going to inject everybody that we want to come with us with this stuff from these fish that let you survive cryogenic
yeah,
freezing.
the Nora Freeze concoction, obviously.
Yeah, because we're gonna stick you in this cabin in the woods ass fucking like a jail cell that we're just gonna freeze you
it's
in.
like part Moonraker. There's like so much in this movie. I wonder if there's a darker like idea on paper for this.
oh, big time.
Because
yeah, I
that's
think
what I'm
so,
saying.
Yeah,
It's got to have been aiming for not an R, obviously, but like
A hard PG-13.
yeah, because it's funny that they're doing all this like very weird humor along. That's why I said a lot of times it did remind me of Batman Forever, like especially the part where they attack his car. I'm thinking of the moment when the Batmobile like goes up the wall.
straight up the wall.
So I'm like,
yeah, there's a toy for you.
this is interesting. Like, but yeah, they're at the Eden compound. Then the guy that get killed wasn't his name Adam?
Yes, the
Yeah.
clone was Adam.
oh God.
Yeah.
So he was
There's-
like, so he must have been like, the one guy, right? It was him and the chick that they were gonna freeze, and he got away.
Well, he is T-Rex.
That's
Well,
right.
right. I love how in this scene too, like Dr. Shade's there, who is like basically like Kane's secretary / assistant.
She also has a British accent that they make fun of,
Yeah,
and
I'm
like that's the
what?
joke.
That was a weird gag where Whoopi's just doing a bad British accent.
I
was
feel like they
okay.
didn't. This might not have had a script.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they're probably just like making shit up on
Well,
set.
you know what's funny?
Oh, I know. I'll make fun of your accent. Here I go.
You can actually find this on YouTube if you're curious. This movie with the Monster Vision version of it.
Oh, the
is on
TNT?
Someone uploaded it as of this recording. Who knows if it'll be up there much longer.
You're talking about TNT Monster Vision?
Oh yeah. So they have all
Theodore Rex.
Yes, and it has all the Joe Bob.
Joe Bob
in-betweens.
actually
Did he really cover
interacted
it?
with
and
it.
he clearly hated it.
But he loves Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't watch
boy.
the whole thing, but I watched a little bit of it just out of morbid curiosity. And you're talking about that it feels like there's no script. He says that multiple times in one of the segments.
Because there's so much in the movie where I'm like, I don't think they're making this. It might have been a situation like Jurassic Park 3 where they build the sets and the special effects and then throw the script away. And they're like, well, we'll figure it out.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Alan, I don't know.
Yeah. But I have a soft spot for some of this shit. I'm not going to lie.
No.
No,
Yeah.
When we get to final thoughts, I'm going to tell you what I really think.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, like, I kind of love it.
Okay. We'll get there. We'll get there.
I wish Udo Kier was Kane, right?
Okay.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
Would
kept
be
seeing
improvement.
I just kept seeing Udo Kier like, yes, I want to build the giant ark and bring all of the dinosaur people in and put them in.
It definitely needed more of a eccentric villain. There's something. He's so calm.
Yeah.
He's not really he's a really bad villain,
Right.
Like Edge is like the fake out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. My thing is like, if they don't have that stupid opening crawl, and he was like this, fine, whatever. Like, you're trying to play up that he tries to portray himself as a good guy, but he's not.
Yeah.
But they're just they don't seem like they knew what the fuck they wanted to make.
No.
Not to keep saying that, but so then it ends up just being eh.
So even though he reveals his plan basically to them, they're just like, okay, see ya, and they leave. They go to that funeral that we were talking about.
Yeah.
And
For Oliver.
It turns out Oliver gets turned into a fucking dino smoothie
Yeah.
and poured into flowers that everybody takes
To
home.
grow.
Now more Dr. Moreau stuff. It's like when they die, they have this weird like tribal ceremony.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like playing these drums and shit. It's weird.
It is weird.
Especially again, a kids movie? Question
Yeah,
mark.
question
dude.
mark for sure. I do love all the lore of the Theodore Rex world.
Yeah.
It goes deep.
It's fun. What the fuck?
I mean, yeah, we talk about kids' movies. I always go back to this one. Not that I ever really mentioned on the show per se, but Peter Pan, Disney's Peter Pan. There's that literal scene where they're getting high as fuck when they're hanging out with the natives, the indigenous people.
It's weird.
So
Don't find that on Disney Plus.
so
Sure, they cut that scene.
the third act of this movie, we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
I mean, the little bit of plot that was there just is scattered
It's
to the
just
wind.
completely gone because we just have all of these weird fucking scenes. We have to have Molly and Theodore go to his apartment and eat milk and cookies and fucking dance instead of fun.
Cookies! They're literally like running to the fucking fridge to get the cookies.
How can we write this for kids kid friendly? Oh, milk and cookies, and they're dancing. That's what they're doing, right?
They kidnap Sebastian.
They kidnap Sebastian. Stu Pickles rebuilds the butterfly, and they go to see the James Hong character, the eyeball guy from Blade Runner, but he's a toy maker.
It's weird. And this is
the toy maker. Yeah,
I laughed so hard. I still don't. Is that a toy? Is that what it's supposed to be? Like
the butterfly?
No, the dude,
the guy in the bag.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're here now.
So we go to Dragon Tail Storage in the Ninja Grid. First, we get our first of our fart jokes here, just to solidify that.
This is where they
Coming
start
later.
coming fast and furiously.
I didn't butt trumpet. Whoopi Goldberg.
butt Trump.
Then he does one in the elevator, and she's like, "Would you stop fucking farting?"
So the guy in the bag. This is so strange to me, right?
I laughed so hard.
It's great.
But
Like a
here's-
Frankenstein monster.
Here's the weird thing. This part of the movie, all three Kyoto brothers are responsible for this guy in the bag and this caterpillar.
okay.
Why they don't do the whole movie, I don't know. Like, they're like big dinosaur fans. And of course, I think at this time, they got to be doing Land of the Lost still on Nickelodeon. Maybe that was conflict of interest.
Okay.
But you call them in. Excuse me.
for these throwaway things.
But you call them in to do a guy in the bag.
Not only that, what is it? Like,
It's like this weird, like the King Prawn. What's his name?
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking
from
from the
Muppets.
Muppets.
yeah, it is a Muppet effect. But the weirdest thing about it is like we've established a world with like cloned dinosaurs that are like people that do things like what are they called when they killed when they
A dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
yeah, and then they recycle him, and then they've got the bar, and they've got like other stuff that they do with like eating
Slang
cookies.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Calling humans soft skins.
Yeah, soft skins and stuff. They're telekinetic, and then they just go a weird thing with like a thing. And she asks, she's like, "Who are you?" And he's like,
I'm the guy from the bag.
I'm the guy in the bag or
I
whatever.
fucking lost it. I was like, "Oh my god!"
And Teddy's watching this go down while Whoopi's having like a coronary, and he's just like,
I'm like, dude,
It's like it's normal.
There's like it's normal.
Yeah.
Like, okay, is he a dinosaur? Is it like a compy or like? no,
Is it
it's-
like one of those weird fucking creatures that always pop up on the Dinosaurs TV show?
And then,
like,
yeah,
You know what I mean?
But and then a fucking caterpillar just shows up.
Fuzzy the caterpillar, which turns into a butterfly.
Fuzzy
and
Turns
flies
into
away.
a butterfly.
An explosive butterfly, apparently.
I laughed so hard, and that's the best part of the movie.
Oh man! So the guy in the bag is voiced by Charles Kyoto, puppeteered by Steven and Ed, puppeteered by Steven, and Edward is puppeteering the caterpillar Fuzzy. And I just thought like the prolific work that these guys have done to be reduced to this one fucking scene in Theodore Rex. Like, how do you call the Kyotos and say, "Hey, can you guys show up and puppeteer these little pieces of shit"?
I loved that because the expletive just, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
I'm the guy in the bag. I'm like, all right.
Who's the secretary for Peter Kwong? I guess. So we walk in and Peter Kwong is the toy maker.
Yeah.
This Orokusaki looking motherfucker. He plays Rain in Big Trouble in Little China.
We talked about that when we watched it.
Yeah, and he's also Tommy Tong in the Golden Child, which we want to cover.
oh, okay.
So he's
The
there.
Eddie Murphy classic.
We do like this good cop, bad cop thing. And they're like, "Oh, we need guns, big guns," and then we get like the Arnold Schwarzenegger impression and the Stallone impression.
Why not?
Nicholson, we get
Jack
too.
Nicholson.
He tries to offer them the I think they specifically ask for the butterfly.
Right at the end,
Yeah.
he breaks it and he's like, "Okay, I know you made the butterfly for Kane or whatever," and they won't tell him. There's an exploding fucking beetle he puts on the thing, and the whole place,
yeah.
the whole place blows up.
Yeah.
But it's like it gives him enough time to back out slowly, like very slowly.
Yeah. I don't
The
know.
guy's still alive. They're still alive. They capture him. They're farting on his fucking head.
And then
That was kind of funny. I'm not gonna
he
lie.
starts to sit on him.
Yeah.
and, like,
Sit on him and fart.
Threatens to eat him, and that's what actually
And
like.
he's like, "Oh yeah, they have Sebastian and Molly, and they're down at New Eden. And by the way, Edge is a bad guy, and it was all Kane's thing, and he had the clone. And you better stop him because he's gonna launch a fucking rocket and cause an ice age."
Yeah. Oh
again."
yeah. I think now we get the rocket coming in, which is
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, because somewhere in that series of scenes, Molly's like taking a bubble bath and she gets
Oh,
kidnapped
that's
by
right. She gets kidnapped.
Spinner and the fucking Jawas. Guy pulls a pistol on her right to her face in the bathtub. She knocks one of them into like a lamp or something.
She's like, whatever, and then she does get captured by the weirdo. What?
These are still, they're
They're
anthropomorphic,
T-Rexes.
but they're still T-Rexes, right?
Yeah.
They can obviously eat people because he says he's a recovering carnivore. So
Eat
it's
people. They're strong as hell. As we
goes on
find out
binges
later.
sometimes, he says.
He squeezed those
Oh,
guys.
yeah,
he
he
could have
does
like
say
popped
that.
their heads
Yeah.
off. You know?
yeah.
Why? She could have just like wrecked these dudes.
Imagine how much funnier the movie would be if there's like a lot of deleted scenes of him just flipping out and killing people.
Oh, my
It's like
God.
the Taming the T-Rex gore cut.
Yeah.
The Theodore Rex gore cut. Sign me up.
Well, okay, so then we cut to Sebastian getting thrown in the jail cell at the bottom of the Red Keep.
And there's Scapelli. He's in the cage.
Chimpanzee that's just hanging out.
That's
in
what
here.
you guys are referencing. Yeah, why was the chimpanzee in there?
Because he got shot with a Devo gun, man.
Got shot with a Devo gun. Scapelli from Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Let's get the timeline right.
Yep.
Then at some point he was captured. I think this was before he went down south for the Keenan and Kel
Well,
Two
that's-
Heads That Are Better Than None
Well,
movie.
Sebastian picked him up. And then somehow
Right.
he got out. He taught him how to play piano, became Chimparachi. on Kenan and Kel.
God.
And then, of course, Pierce Brosnan abducted him for his experiments, and now he's Cybo-Man in The Lawnmower Man.
Yes, obviously. And in that movie, he was shot many times, but then at some point, John Hurt, or one of the minions of the MDU, collected the body, fixed him up, and now he's
In
he's
the
a protector.
jail cell.
well, in this movie he is, but in the
Mm.
MDU he's out there, I guess, protecting something, or he's in Star Wars.
Yes, he rebuilds Kylo Ren's helmet.
You guys get the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes? Yeah.
Not yet.
You could use him in that.
Oh, you know it's
he's
coming.
in that 100%. He's in there somewhere. The timeline's always, it's like gum. Comes apart, goes back to peanut butter.
We haven't had an MDU heavy episode yet this season, and this is it. So
I mean, Leaping Leprechauns went there for a few minutes,
well,
to be
sure.
fair.
So we get the guy Summers, and he goes in and he's
Tim
like,
Robbins.
So he's like hitting on the secretary or whatever. He's like, yeah, so I'm trying to secure my place in the Ark. I think we got like an hour until you blow the whole fucking
world
up and make it an ice age. And she's like, do you have any you doing all right?
No, I am. I'm trying to remember. Don't they kill him?
Oh yeah, they give him like Boris from fucking GoldenEye.
Yeah.
But she says, do you have any diseases that run in your family? And he's like, really big feet.
No, that's right. He does make a joke like
And
that.
it's like, dude.
They Jason X him.
Oh, yeah. They
way
cryo
to
that
put it, yeah.
motherfucker. I wish they smashed his head, right? That's in the alternate cut.
Yeah.
That's the gore cut. Yeah.
Now
yeah.
you guys are mentioning stuff and I'm trying to remember it, and then I am remembering it and I'm going, what is this movie? I'm
like now it's again, we're just shooting scenes to wrap things up.
That's what I'm like, oh yeah, they freeze a guy.
They freeze a guy, and instead of going directly to New Eden, now we're dicking around with fucking a spinner again because we go to the Foot
That's
Clan
right.
hideout.
He's in the movie.
And now they take their
Well,
masks
Rex is
off.
going to get a Zappy meal.
Yeah, he does say that.
Because they're following him in the garbage truck.
But now these guys with their masks off, they look like Borgs crossed with Scooby-Doo villains.
Yeah.
They're weird looking, man.
They're having like some kind of weird celebratory orgy thing going on. And again, this is another painful comedy scene improv from Whoopi because she's like, what are you guys doing?
Oh yeah.
Monologue.
Yeah.
Oh man, wait. And they're just laughing for no
They
reason.
are laughing at her, which is a little bit weird.
Did you think I wouldn't bring a partner or something?
And then
Did you miss me?
zips down, and
He
that was in the trailer a lot.
the
That was-
Tarzan
yeah,
swing
yeah,
into
yeah.
them. Hard cut. So them in the fucking in the Ecto 2, right? They're in the helicopter and
Oh, my
yeah.
he's all strapped up. Again, Howard the Duck.
Yeah, it is like
It's
that.
the end of Howard the Duck when they
Oh
break
my
into the
God.
fucking into the lab to
Yeah,
stop
yeah.
Jennings.
I wonder how that works, by the way. Like,
Barely.
yeah.
Because he keeps moving
Yeah,
around.
he's like moving and
We've never seen this helicopter before at all in this
right,
movie.
yeah. Is that Spinner's personal copter? Is that where he flies back and forth to Mr. Ed?
dude, this
don't
movie
know.
is weird.
It's
like,
fucking bizarre, dude.
And like that helicopter can hold this heavy as
It
fuck
reminds
dinosaur.
you know the guy Bruce Spence from the Road Warrior, where he's in that kind of reminds me of that, but like
Yeah, the glider
yeah,
thing.
how the fuck does it hold up not only the T-Rex but like both him and whatever?
Well, we get that literal the fucking ET moment with the moon and they fly past
You think
it.
Munchie's helping him out?
Yeah, he's on that pizza
yeah.
again. Yeah.
So they crash through Kane's office, and now it's really all out in the open.
glass.
Teddy's knocked out. Whoopi gets up, and so
man.
does Spinner, and the chick like just shoots Spinner without even thinking about it.
Disintegrates him.
Yeah,
What is
Oh,
this
yeah.
gun got multiple settings?
possibly.
Speaking of GoldenEye, Whoopi goes running into this facility.
Why didn't they just shoot her right there? They didn't need her for anything.
I don't know, but she's in this GoldenEye ass level, like N64's GoldenEye, and
yeah.
it's like running around like this jail cell or whatever where Sebastian's in there. Whoopi! Well, her name's Katie in the movie. He's like, Katie, help me, Katie! And he's there with this fucking chimp hanging out. It's weird.
So weird. This is bizarre.
While it's cutting back and forth to like Teddy waking up and Kane trying to like
Talks. He's like, "Hey, you can go to Eden or whatever."
Yeah.
Like,
I
New Earth.
of you, Teddy. You and
Molly's like
Rex.
this,
She's
like,
in a
like
she's
in the
frozen.
thing.
they're like Han Solo.
Again, it's like that cabin in the woods.
Han Solo.
Kinda, that's what it looks like.
No, that's just there's everything like all at once.
It doesn't stop because
Yeah.
he's trying to reason with him, and simultaneously the rocket gets launched, and you're like,
Yeah, the CGI rocket
and I was like,
gets
holy,
launched.
wait, the rocket just got launched. You're all fucked.
Yeah.
Again, talk about Ghostbusters DVD menu graphics, but this is like reboot level bad.
It kind of looks like the same shot recycled sometimes.
Oh, big time.
Because it's like, and the next time you see it, it's like,
And we keep getting like the
Whoa.
announcement over like the loudspeakers, like
The countdown.
negative 60 left. Like what is negative 60 seconds, minutes? Like what are we talking about?
How long? It doesn't take long for it to get into the atmosphere.
No.
I guess not.
And that's all it needed to do, right? Because it essentially wants a nuclear holocaust that'll just have a nuclear winter.
Yeah. So then like Teddy is hemming and hawing with Dr. Shade because she's got the needle. And then eventually he's like, you know
She
what?
wants to inject him with the fish stuff so she
Yeah.
can put him in the ark
Yeah,
for Molly Rex.
I thought he was going to do something with his tail that would be like dramatic, like where he's doing the hockey stuff.
oh, yeah.
'Cause I thought
Oh,
that
yeah.
was the build up for it, but no, he just like pushes her in.
Just-
She even lines up for it, dude.
Yeah,
she
she-
walks right in front of that door.
Teddy, no, like
Yeah. So he knocks her the fuck out. She's out. Oh, into the room and then locks her in there. So
which I guess he just killed her. I mean, granted, she's a part of this bad situation too, but she didn't kill Molly or like.
I mean, if you think
Oh wait, she did kill that one guy earlier.
Yeah.
Well, he was a bad guy anyway.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say though, if they failed and like they didn't stop this missile in time, she would have actually survived the Holocaust.
Well, I hope she's got some of that fish juice in her, man.
Well, if she
Yeah.
doesn't, then Clayton's right. She's just fucking dead.
I was thinking like Teddy Rex just killed her. I don't know, dude. This part in the movie, I'm really struggling to figure out like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
okay, what are we even wrapping up? Now there's a fucking missile.
And this is where
But it just
Yeah.
lasts forever.
Yeah.
keeps
Because
going.
because
Yeah.
Sebastian keeps Scapelli as a pet, and then they walk out, and
There's
then
this- that's a thing.
Whoopi shoots Kane in the arm. And
Oh
then,
yeah, he does shoot him in the arm.
and then
yeah.
Mr. Ed shoots the shit out of Whoopi,
And
she
she
starts
zaps
like,
and
yeah,
locks
Oh,
up.
yeah.
she locks up,
And I
'cause she's-
completely forgot they even made like reference to that she was a BioWare,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a cyborg earlier.
that is apparently made by Kane.
Yeah.
Like,
She's
we never
obviously
go
the
into
Mass
that.
Effect model,
Yeah,
clearly.
Clearly,
Did they shoot Teddy?
yeah. They shoot Teddy.
Well,
in the
no,
arm.
they say that they shoot him, and he says, "Well, I was just pretending."
Oh yeah.
I mean, he shoots him.
Oh yeah, Mr. Edge is like,
Well, Kane shoots him.
yeah. Oh yeah, he grabs the gun from Edge. Yeah, that's true.
Now,
So
wait, bear with me here. Let me just set
Okay,
this up
yeah.
real quick. So the end game here for Kane is to create this ark, put 2 of every animal in it, including his anthropomorphic dinosaurs and himself, while the world dies.
well, he has this massive
Right.
vault.
So what part of the plan involved getting in a Jeep with Mr. Edge and driving away from the compound?
Oh my god, I forgot it blows up. Oh yeah. Because I was wondering how they're going to get rid of that guy.
But like,
And he just fucking explodes.
where were they
Oh,
going?
yeah. So first
The
Teddy,
missile's about
Yeah.
to detonate and they're driving away from all this
They
hard
would
work.
die.
What
They
they're
would
going
die.
away from. The whole end of the world's about to happen.
Yeah,
but-
Whoopi has this like moment with Theodore, and she's like, "Don't use a gun. Guns are bad. Use
Oh,
your
earlier
brain."
in
He's
the
also
movie,
like,
yeah.
I'm a pacifist, and I think she was still your dinosaur. And he's like, oh, are you species?
Yeah. Well,
Whatever.
he lets Molly out. That's where they have this gag where he can't get the code right, and he just hits it with his tail,
Oh,
and
yeah,
she
she
gets
gets
out.
out, yeah.
But then, we get this final chase scene where
Theodore
this is
Rex
so
makes
weird.
like this hook that
well,
he
use
ties.
your
Oh,
brain
yeah,
is
that's
what she
right.
says. Instead of a gun, use your brain.
Yeah, he ties it to like a rope and then throws it at the Jeep as it's driving by, and he like latches onto Kane's seat and pulls him out of the fucking seat and like pulls him up on a
and
tree
then
branch.
Edge is just fucked because that's the driver.
Edge drives right into like some kind of sign, and the
There's a
fucking-
Kane sign. It's a
Yeah.
Kane billboard.
and it just explodes.
Yeah, I was like, how did it blow up? Like,
He had 40 pounds of C4 that were
Yeah.
just parked there. He's dead either way. Or actually, honestly, he's probably not dead because, again, he's Jan Valak. He's really a vampire. He just
Oh,
had to
maybe
recover
he
overnight,
jumped-
buried himself.
Jumped out, went into the ground. Makes sense. Don't worry.
He's got to fight James Woods,
James Woods will
and
get
Daniel
him.
Baldwin later.
So he has like this emergency stop remote in his pocket that Theodore takes out and clicks it off.
Right.
The rocket countdown is like 10, and it just keeps going. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and right before it stops, it explodes
In orbit.
in orbit. So I'm like,
oh,
They-
wouldn't that work?
yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't stop it. Like it happened.
Mm.
It explodes, and they save the day
Yeah.
because then we cut to the fucking ceremony
Such a confusing film.
You know.
Yeah, like,
where
Shaft is there.
Shaft is
Yeah,
giving
yeah.
accolades to the dinosaur man, and he's like, "You brought all these species together. You saved the world."
I guess he did.
Now
I
you're-
don't-
Well, now he's detective.
the sequel
number
should
one.
be called Detective Rex.
Yeah, and this is where we also get that callback I mentioned
Rex PD,
earlier.
right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Where that Triceratops
Oh,
dino
yeah, that
from the
dinosaur
bar
is
is
there.
there,
Yeah.
like looking at Whoopi.
And so is apparently Sebastian's dad, I think. Some
the
dude's with
dinosaur?
No, someone's with the.
Oh, yeah.
Like
They never
Oh
hook
yeah,
up.
yeah,
though.
yeah. that we
But he's
never
like
meet,
making
yeah.
eyes at her the whole
there's
speech.
lots of plot points that go nowhere, and at the end, the third act throws all this shit at you, and then it just stops. And I'm like, oh. And it's actually difficult to remember what some of the shit is.
because it doesn't have like a linear thing.
Right. It's a collection of scenes
Yes.
Yeah.
on like different sets. And they're like, we're going to make a movie out of this.
And I just want to note, because we are at the end of the movie. I mean,
Yeah.
it wraps the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, big
it's
time.
over.
Like we do that, and then it just fucking credits.
Oh, yeah.
It like ends immediately.
Cuts to
I'm like,
black
Oh, okay.
as they walk away, because there is one last quick line where Teddy like makes a joke like, "Yeah, now that I'm a detective, I get to pick my partner," and he's like,
You coming back for Theodore Rex too?
"Yeah, yeah,
Oh, it
what are
says,
you doing for
"See
the
ya."
next 20 years?"
Yeah, the end says, see ya.
Yeah.
I was like, what? What is this?
But when that bomb goes off, I think we just solved one of the big mysteries in the history of the MDU. Titanic 2, this is what caused it.
Oh, now
T-Day.
Yes.
The
T-Day.
caused all those icebergs to break off when the bomb went off above Alaska or above Greenland or wherever.
Well,
the
it
fuck,
didn't explode
Antarctica.
in that universe. It was zapped out of that existence and
John Hurt
plopped
moved
into
it.
Titanic 2.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened.
Oh, is that how it ends?
explosion? Yeah.
Either way, it caused it. I think is the logic. I
It's
don't know if it was
possible.
on this Earth or a different Earth.
So Clayton,
Mm.
on our show, we have it. Is it on the shelf or is it in the dumpster? Where would you put this movie?
The shelf.
And why?
Okay. Number one, this, like I said, second time I've ever seen it. And I'm sorry. When I watched it last night, I thought I had somewhat of an idea, but although I was telling Sean before, I was like, I don't really think I know what happened. And while you guys are like explaining it, I'm like, wait, when did that happen? And I'm like trying to remember, and I'm like, oh yeah, there was something to do with like fish, yeah,
It's like waking up from a rager, man. What happened last
On
night?
the shelf, because I actually, like I said, a lot of cool ingredients in this movie. I respect the effects and the bonkers like ideas, but I don't know what the fuck happens still. So like, I guess I'd have to put it on the shelf so that I like watch it again. And like, even though we've done like this long review, I feel like I will watch Theodore Rex again before I die. So yeah, for that reason alone, I don't hate this movie. Not at all.
Will you watch it before you watch Jurassic Park 3 again?
That's a good question.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't hate Jurassic Park 3 either. I was just joking, but like Theodore Rex is so fucking weird. I'm shocked that it made it to DVD actually, because I don't know about you guys, but my experience was like it was at movie rental stores.
Yeah, big time.
So
And it did get a DVD release.
yeah, that's what I was saying. I was shocked, by the way. I only remember it from when it was like there on the shelf.
Me too.
I don't remember anyone else talking about it. It's like the Carnosaur series. Like if you weren't there like at the Blockbuster and stuff, you're probably like, what the fuck is Carnosaur? But yeah, Theodore Rex was right there along with it's a historical relic of 1995/6/7 of whenever it came out.
This is probably in the dumpster, but I did enjoy it more than I anticipated. There are scenes where I'm just sitting there scratching my fucking head like, why is this in the movie? This adds not a lot to anything, but...
Why is this a movie?
Yeah.
I mean, this is kind of like a Howard the Duck situation for me on some level, where it's like you look online, like what people say about this film, and it's like, it's 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. And to me, that is just insane, because it is not that bad by any stretch of the imagination. Like, not to beat it to death again, but like Pluto Nash is way worse than this movie. House of the Dead is way worse than this fucking movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to watch House of the Dead again.
Munchie is worse, but I would also watch that again.
It's a good double feature, probably. Yeah.
It might be. My point is, this movie's not horrible. It's fine. I would I would gladly go and stick my arm through the dog shit and
The dino shit?
Yeah,
the dino droppings?
Yeah, the haggis droppings from Prehysteria 3 in the dumpster. I get a little wet and dirty to grab it out and rewatch it, but it is in the dumpster.
Sure.
It can stay off my damn shelf. I'm not looking to watch it that soon. But yeah, this is a fun movie. If you can find it and you've never seen it, check it out. Whoopi is
there.
Yeah, I think she's on those MD Oods, honestly. She's just kind of sleepwalking through a lot of this. And like I think Clayton was even saying earlier, there's a couple scenes where she just says corpses. She doesn't care. She's just collecting a check.
I
Just
love
like Wesley Snipes in Blade 3.
Well, at least they didn't have
it
to
was like that.
Photoshop her eyes open that we're aware of.
I love the laugh at the dinosaur right next to her
Yeah.
face. Like that
a pretty good
alone, if you cut that one scene out, that's like a 5-star film.
That
3 seconds of
the
just
opening crawl, and then that scene, and then the credits.
just see ya.
Yeah. There's your 15-second film. Yeah. The effects are all over the place. Like the CGI effects, I think are just shit in this movie personally, but I think all the practical stuff is really just unbelievably well done, especially when you get that bar scene where there's like 10 different dinosaur designs.
That is fun. Yeah.
So yeah, that's in the dumpster, but I liked it.
Yeah. Definitely on the shelf. This one has been a long time coming, and I rented this a bunch as a kid with things like Carnosaur, with things like Adventures in Dinosaur City. It has this weird fucking mashup of Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Jurassic Park and The Island of Dr. Moreau, and it has weird buddy cop things that we're doing a lot, and pairing anthropomorphic things that shouldn't be paired with humans, like in the 90s. Like again, I come back to like a gnome named Norm. Like I could watch that with this, or like something like Howard the Duck. I mean, he's not a detective, but it's a very much like a buddy cop movie.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Like an on the road kind of thing. It's just bonkers, man. I don't even know how this fucking movie got made, why New Line picked it up, and why they threw so much money at it. I just don't understand.
That's insane to me how expensive the film cost.
Like I see Roger Corman doing this, or like Disney Channel doing something like this.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's such a weird gamble.
Yeah. I had fun with it, but again, when you guys are going over it, I was so confused because I was like, when did that happen?
Well, especially like the last act is where it really just
because everything gets thrown at you, and I was like, oh yeah, they killed a guy. Oh yeah, he killed the girl.
Like you got to sit there and think about it. Like it's not Inception by any stretch of the imagination.
That's what I'm thinking. Like this had to have been a darker like idea on paper.
Oh, 100%.
I think this has the same budget as Highlander 3.
It might.
Which was like $30 million around the same time. So I'm thinking like, whoa.
And they've done arguably more in this film.
Yeah. Okay. The reason I'm going to watch this again, probably in the year 2060 or something, is because it's so. What other movie? I mean, I know we're talking about Super Mario Brothers and like all kinds of other shit, but like, what other movie has like this look? Like,
no, yeah.
I mean, like you look at that and you're like, you automatically know what you're
getting
into.
Yeah.
I mean, even Whoopi's outfit, like the outfit for the cops, is just like I think a Demolition Man instantly.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very, very 90s.
She could be like Storm and X-Men.
Yeah,
she could.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Gets
like,
that white hair she had in.
She had it in.
She's got like this walk, by the way, like in some scenes where she looks like she's just ready to kill somebody.
Being a tough android.
Gotta make this 7 fucking million. Get through this piece of shit.
But I mean, like you guys have said already, the all the practical stuff and the animatronics and all the dinosaur stuff is amazing. I still don't understand how the Kyotos didn't take the lead on this.
My favorite scene. I was like, I don't know what's going on there, but it's hilarious.
I kind of glazed over the special effects before because there was I mean, there are people of note, but not that anybody would know.
Sure.
But they have they're still working now. They're doing a bunch of Marvel movies. They've worked on like Deep Rising under like Rob Bottin and stuff.
Ooh, okay.
So there's I think there's crossover from people from like ILM and shit like that. But it's not any like super heavy hitters. And again, I think it's so weird to utilize the Kyotos in that weird fucking scene with the man in the bag.
I love that.
I think it's great.
Who are you?
I'm the man in the bag.
I was like, oh god,
He's bag boy.
oh god,
He lives inside the bag.
But yeah, so dude, Clayton, thank you so much for joining us on this episode.
Yeah.
Where can everybody find you again?
I on the channel Clayton Fioriti, I talk about Jurassic Park stuff. I have a second channel called Dragon Curve on YouTube. I will get to this someday. But yeah, you can check me out over there. Have a fun time talking about this shit.
I would love to. Eventually, at another point, I'd love to do Adventures in Dinosaur City.
I would love to do that. Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for joining us at Movie Dumpster Video.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not Hack the Movies Video.
No, that place sucked.
Yeah, I gotta
We're
go.
not owned or operated by any of those things.
No. In fact, after this recording's done, I'm going to go through all the DVDs and make sure all the sleeves are taken off, thrown out, disposed of. We got to really make sure that this is Movie Dumpster TM, not
Yes.
the other previous owner.
There will never be a review of Alien 3 anymore. It's kaput.
Oh God.
All of your searching is for naught. Go watch Munchie instead.
Yeah.
Don't forget, if you can do us a favor, if you listen on your podcast app, go leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. We also got a Patreon, patreon.com/movie dumpster. Support your favorite show. 5, 10, 2 or 5, 10, 2, $5 or $10 tiers. You can get yourself some pretty good stuff that we're actually going to give to Clayton
Yeah,
here.
this looks pretty cool.
Yeah. So I don't think that other show does this, but we're going to give some guests some stuff.
They just tell me to come out here.
Yeah, they don't
treat me
give you nothing.
horribly. But what do we get here?
We got a movie dumpster air freshener for you.
That'll go on the Jeep Gladiator with the Jurassic Park logo.
We got movie dumpster stickers for
That'll
you.
go on my computer.
We got a glow in the dark movie dumpster pin.
That'll go on me.
we got you a movie dumpster TM t-shirt for you there.
Excellent. I will actually probably put that on the wall in like future videos. The people are like, what?
Nice.
Who's that?
Yeah, it'll be like in the background.
Yeah,
that is cool though. Thank you for that,
dude. Yeah, of course, welcome. And you can get yours now.
Patreon.com/movie dumpster.
Sign up, or we have a store too.
And you can get commentary tracks, watch-alongs, live watch-alongs,
Yeah.
and the archive of all the ones we've covered are on there.
Yep.
Mini-sodes and behind-the-scenes stuff. So check it out.
All kinds of groovy stuff.
Learn how to make your own dog balloon with our friend Rudy Reel from our Killer Clowns episode.
So that's it. That's Theodore Rex from 1995, directed by John Butel. I'm Joe Lascola.
I'm Sean O'Rourke.
I'm Clayton Fioriti.
Thanks for visiting the dumpster.
Jessica!